Well, all right, all right, all right. Welcome everybody to the Poker House Fort Worth Monday night live stream. We've got Patty Mac's game happening. It's a 1-2 no limit game, $200 max buy-in. We've got RYNO, Sticky J, Baby Huey, Patty Mac the host, Atlas, Teach, Bone, Panty Dropper, and Nap Buster. They're sitting down, and we're fixing to get this underway. So welcome. I'm going to be in here tonight by myself for a while. I told Patty Mac if somebody busts out, they've got to come in and fill my shoes, and I'll jump out there and do the same for them. So we'll see how this night goes. Looking forward to it. We've got Winter in the box tonight. I think she's going to be there all night. So always a pleasure when she's dealing. Does a wonderful job for us. Looks like the button's going to be on Patty Mac. Peach will be in the big blind, and we're underway. Hand number one.
Yeah, you're trying to collect them over there. Yeah.
It's good, but it's really bad. I don't want to get it.
Bone's going to look down at 10-7, and he's going to come in there under the gun with it. 9-6. Looks like we're playing any two cards. If you got two cards, just go ahead and call with it. There's another 9-6. That 9-6 was worth an $8. $6 raise to 8.
There you go. Don't let him buy it. Just make him earn it.
Looks like Bone called. Panty Dropper called. So we got some huge hands here. Bone's going to have the best of it with top pair. Or second pair. Best pair on the board. That's going to bring in some gut shot straight draws. Two pair for Bone. He's going to bet it.
Hang on to that button over
We
there.
got one call.
Hang on to that button.
Looking for an 8 and an 8 only. Going to pair is 9.
My phone. Oh,
$16 bet from Bone. And he's going to get paid with his two pair. He also gets rid of his knit button. So it looks like they're playing the knit game tonight, probably for $1, man. You're the last one with a, every time you win a hand, you get to throw your knit button in. If you're the last one with a knit button, you pay everybody at the table $1. They may be doing it for a little bit more. We'll check on that a little bit and see what they're doing it for. Well, I questioned Bones under the gun call with 10-7 offsuit, but it worked out for him. Good to see Janice at the table over there in seat 2. Been a couple of weeks since I've seen her. Been a couple of weeks since I've seen anybody. I've been traveling, so good to be back here at the Poker House. Little pocket pair for Panty Dropper under the gun. Raise it up, make it 15. Little suited A6 by Baby Huey calls. Pocket 9. Patty Mac really fold pocket 9s. I don't think those graphics can be right. Paired boards, good for the pocket 7s. Fires out $20, and Baby Huey's going to lay down the A6.
moving the button.
Not sure if we have anybody in the text message tonight, but if we do, leave us a message. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. I think let's see, who are we gonna pick tonight? I'm gonna pick RYNO tonight. I think RYNO's gonna have a good night tonight. Queen Jack offsuit, good enough to come in for probably 10. Is that what he did? 7. Made it 7. RYNO gets out of the way. Janice makes the call with her ace queen. Just a call there. It looks like we're going to go heads up. Oh, 7-9 suited called as well. Teach is in there.
Man, we won on buttons already. We won that first hand.
We've got an 8-6-2 flop. Disregard that board there. We're getting that straight. So Teach with his open-ended. Janet's going to fire out 15. I don't think Teach can fold with his open-ended straight draw. Nat Buster's going to fold. King's not going to change a whole lot. Janice is not going to slow down. King doesn't worry her at all. She's going to throw out 20. See if Teach wants to come along. He's got 8 outs. Well, actually, he's got more than that, doesn't he? He has 14 with his 9 or a 7 on the river, as well as any 5, any 10. Oh, he's going to let it go.
I can get rid of it.
Aggressive play by Janet. Paid off for her.
There you go.
You gonna keep them falling too, Dennis?
Oh, no, I don't want to.
Oh! He won with that?
I sure did.
There were 2 queens.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't scared of nobody. I bluff down there. Occasionally, yeah.
Hey, Chrissy. We get the
RYNO going to limp in with Queen 8 offsuit.
Thank you.
Patty Mac makes a call. Teach folds his suited 10. Bone calls a 3-4 suited. That 3-4 suit going to be a powerful hand here.
You already won a hand.
Panty dropper makes a raise with the 8 deuce offsuit.
Yeah.
They wanted to get rid of that red chip.
Damn right.
I got that.
Well, that cost me $8. Plus about 40 others. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't want that. I don't want that red. So glad I got mine.
Bone's going to take the lead with the 4. Second pair. See if anybody's going to make a move at it before he gets there. Panty dropper bets 20. Is aggressive before the flop. Going to be aggressive with bottom pair.
Ace jack good, dude.
And he's going to take it down. Going to be a little bit of dead air in here tonight with me by myself. I don't want to talk you to death and keep you updated with what's going on and anything that might happen. But I have fun watching this action tonight. All right, puts RYNO in the big blind. Sticky J under the gun. See how she feels about this hand here. Getting the cards read good. There you go. A lot of limpers. Bone wakes up with pocket aces and makes it 16 to go. He's going to have a couple of people come along, I'm sure. Suited ace might call. Suited ace is going to call. See what Patty Mac decides to do with Queen Jack suited. He's going to make the call as well. Well, Patty Mac flops top pair. Bone still bets with his aces. Might see Patty Mac might get a little sticky with his top pair. But he knows Bones not just messing around with anything. Bones plays pretty tight. Picks and chooses a spot, but Patty Mac's going to make the call. Backdoor straight draw. Patty Mac's going to check. We got $131 in the pot. Looks like Daryl's going to fire another maybe 45, 50, 40. Top pair, good kicker. Couldn't blame him if he calls, but he knows Bones' game. And this is going to be a very disciplined fold by Patty Mac if he makes it. Knew right where he was, and he was 100% correct.
I'm not doing that anymore.
Great bet, great fold by Patty Mac.
I'm going to call somebody on the phone right now and tell them to get over here and he's still on the list. I can. All right, catch up.
You have to play to a 10.
What hand was that?
I have to play to a 10.
All right, we'll see what Baby Huey picks up in the under the gun spot here.
So those two boys have won 2 out of the 5 hands. See?
Whatever it was, he didn't like it. Made a fold. A lot of these players, we play together quite a bit. You get to know your opponent pretty well. That last hand, anybody asking why Patty Mac lay that down? It's easy to lay that down when you can see your opponent's cards. However, I can't explain this one though. Patty Mac makes it 16 with Queen 9 off, and Daryl lays down Ace King. I'd gotten a little sticky myself with Ace King there. I don't think I could have laid that down pre-flop at all.
I wanted to call, but I'll let you have it.
But again, Patty Mac knows him and Bone play together quite a bit, and a lot of the time when Bone's in there and he's leading out, he's got a pretty good hand most of the time.
No, I still do have my hand. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about?
Was it that good to keep it?
Trying to buy one.
It wasn't. Everybody. Trying to get rid of that red chip.
Save myself $8.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, Kyle, how are you, sir? Yeah, I know it's his favorite hand. I still would have got sticky with the Ace King, I think.
I know.
But yeah, Patty Mac will play that Queen 9 like it's a lot bigger than what it is sometimes.
I dealt you some good hands.
We've all got them. Obviously, it's better than my favorite hand, which is 3-5 of hearts. My starting hand, anyway. You're going to have a favorite. I guess I could say that's what it is. Hey, Kyle, if you're not doing nothing, you can come up here and get in the booth with me. Bone picks up a suited ace. Going to limp in there for $2. Speculative calls in there. Yeah, Hunter, I'm kind of with you, but there may be a reason why. A lot of people get burned sometimes and with Ace King, and they just don't like playing it. Happened to me plenty, especially in tournaments. I'm trying to keep up with everything here. I'm a little tired. I just got back last night.
What did you have in the hand?
Week before last, I was in Vegas, and we flew from Vegas and headed up to Montana. Spent last week in Montana, made the drive home. Got home about 9 o'clock last night. Started catching up at work today, and came in to help them out tonight. But so if I missed something, I apologize. I'm fighting the yawns a little bit, but we'll get over that.
I guess you'll see.
All right, let's see what Atlas picks up under the gun. Queen 4 offsuit. RYNO calls with the suited queen, or excuse me, Queen Jack. I got a bunch of limpers. What's Patty Mac gonna do? You're gonna let him live here. 3 ways to a flop on hand number 8. Rhino's going to flop open-ended. Not much there for anybody else. Baby Huey's got a runner straight flush draw. 1 over. 2's not going to change anything except it gives Patty Mac a pair. There's the nuts for Rhino. He's shaking a little bit here. He knows he's got this one. $12 or $13 bet here, looks like. $12. He's going to let it go. Patty Mac's wondering if his deuce could be good. He lays it down.
It is? See?
And Rhino's going to show him the nuts.
That's a straight, right? Oh, he hit it straight on the river.
I've been
River back.
That's funny.
Hunter, I didn't play in Vegas. I went out. We had multiple birthday parties there. And to be quite honest with you, I was in a rooftop pool for 4 days. I did not step foot into a casino except to walk through it. That's the first time I've been to Vegas and never done that. Been out there several times, obviously, and stayed out there for a while. And first time I've ever done that. Didn't put a penny in a slot machine, so I think I did good. I call that coming home a winner.
Good time to play him then, buddy.
Rhino with the pocket fives calls. Looks like we're going to take this 6 ways to the flop. Suited hearts, suited spades, ace high, pair of 4s, a couple spade draws, and Jack 9 offsuit. Well, Patty Mac's heart draws there. Really not a whole lot for anybody else, believe it or not. Atlas got bottom pair. Rhino's going to represent with his pair of 5. Actually, Rhino had the pair of 5s. Patty Mac with the flush draw. Backdoor straight draw. Rhino's still going to bet. I don't think Patty Mac's going to go anywhere with this flush draw. No, he bet 7. Patty Mac calls. And Patty Mac got there with his hearts. See what he decides to do with it here. He checks it. Rhino's going to check. Patty Mac shows him the bad news.
Flush.
Gotta have 8-9.
That's fine.
That's why I didn't bet one more time.
Want to take just a minute and say to a friend of the poker house, a player here, a good friend of mine, Randy. He lost his grandfather today. We want to say condolences and thinking about you, brother. And anything we can do, you let us know. We love you and hope you get through that. All right, action's going to be on Bone. He's going to lay his down into the gun. Little suited 7-5. Panty dropper with a queen jack. He's going to call. Might even raise it. Yo 11.
I wasn't super proud of those 5s.
Janice picks up a real hand with pocket queen. She's going to get sneaky here and just call. Patty Mac with a suited king. What's he going to do? Going to let it go.
Super proud. I seen that other queen on the.
And Atlas once again. We see the 3-4 clubs.
Now, let's just check her down.
Teach calls 11 with his king high. We know Patty Mac folded a king.
I'm learning. Always learning.
Panty dropper might get in a little trouble here with his jack high. I don't think he can put Sticky J on queens when she just called pre-flop. She's going to pounce right now, it looks like.
Right.
Panty dropper bet 40. Looks like she's going to make it 40 or 50. What'd she do? Made it 40. Panty dropper's going to call. I think he knows Sticky J wasn't doing that with a flush draw. That's not going to change anything. After getting raised, he's going to check. Alarm bells might be going off in Panty Dropper's head right now. Wondering if that queen kicker is good.
Hey, John, will you go ask Scott to put the Ranger game on here?
Sticky J bet 50. Panty Dropper with the call. Queen sure would be an ugly card for him. Pairs the board.
Yeah, queens.
Goes check, check. 224 pot going to Sticky J. Nice hand. That little sneaky coming in there, just calling the 3 bet. Let him hit top pair and take advantage of it. I think I'd like to seen a bet there on the river. A little value bet. It's hard to put him on a 6 of any kind there.
This one?
Uh,
But that's probably why I'm sitting in here talking to you, not out there playing.
That's how she checks.
I always have it. I check. Everybody. No,
Right.
Gotta get the face into it, though, right, winner?
You better stop it, Patty, man. Oh, Lordy. Oh, here we go.
Well, Panty Drop picks up the pair this time, makes it 11 again. Second $11 pre-flop raise in a row. Baby Huey with the Poker House Nuts, the 6-4.
Maybe you.
Now, the understanding that I have with the Poker House Nuts is in order to win with it, you got to raise with it, but we'll see what happens here.
Yes, I am. I'd be happy if they start winning some more games.
Bone's going to be happy with his hand. He going to check it, checks around.
They played Seattle really good.
Queens are hot, man. Get a queen right there. Go there. You know what I'm saying?
Extra innings.
Panty Dropper's going to take a shot. Bets 20. Bone's going to call with his top pair. Ace on the river is going to slow both of them down, I would imagine. Yeah. Check, check. Bone's going to win. $74 pot. Nice hand, sir. Always nice to get the pot shoved your way. All right, on to hand number 12. Don't know how Nat Butcher can fold a premium like 3-5 offsuit, but he figured it out. Sticky J folds the 7 deuce suited. Patty Mac with the Queen Jack suited just calls. Teach just calls with Ace 10 of clubs. Panty Dropper's going to keep the aggression on tonight. He's going to looks like he's going to make a raise to 22 with Ace 10. We're going to get a couple people getting sticky here. I have a feeling. Patty Mac calls. Teach knows he should definitely call. Maybe even put in a 3 bet, 4 bet. What's he going to do here? Just makes a call.
Well, unfortunately, we got teaching.
Hey, Brad. What's up, buddy? Hey, if you're not doing anything, get up here. I'm by myself tonight. Oh, let's see. Everybody got a little bit of something here. It's that Panty Dropper, and he's going to lead out. He needs a 10 for a straight, but Patty Mac with 2 pair. Teach flops a straight. Might be a little worried about the hearts. I wouldn't be at this point, but oh, Teach still needs a king. Patty Mac's full now. Now we got the graphic straight. Hey, Brad. Yeah. We missed y'all in Vegas a couple of weeks ago. I know you had baseball, but we sure had a good time. Sure thought about you guys. Wish you were here. Brad, I was just telling him on the hand before, I don't know if you saw it or not, but somebody just limped with the poker house nuts, and told him I think you have to raise with that hand in order to win with it. Patty Mac makes it 60. Teach might get sticky here with his gut shot. He's going to need a 10, and even if he hits that 10, it's no good. Makes the call. Nah, it's not going to change anything. Patty Mac shoves all in. His last 50. We got a $317 pot. Teach looking to make the hero call with the ace high. Don't think he can. He's going to let it go. Good hand, Patty Mac.
Where were you, panty dropper?
Nice hand.
Patty Mac was just wishing there was more money in the pot.
I thought he had a jack. I thought he had a jack too. I really thought, okay, jack.
Beautiful. Better.
He loves to see shit like that. So.
Like somebody going to reload a little bit.
Yeah.
Penny
Panty dropper looks like buying another 100.
I could tell by the way he was taking.
Oh yeah, when he checked and then he bet and then he re-raised, I knew what he had. Something good.
Did everything except for telling him to.
Hand 13. Like RYNO's going to be under the gun. Still waiting on the card reader. Looks like we're having trouble with one of the card readers. Delaying a little bit. There it goes. You can watch those lights around the table and kind of lets the players know what's going on and where we're at. That white light there means the action's on you. And a bunch of limping. All right, we're going to go 4 ways to an $8 pot.
I don't think it's going to matter. We only got 35 minutes.
Bone's going to take the lead. See if somebody wants to represent the ace. Now Panty Dropper picked up the diamond draw. Bone's going to lead out for 10. Panty Dropper's going to call with his flush draw.
Yes, please.
2-2.
Yes.
And the 7. Goes check, check.
Yeah.
Bone's going to pick up the pot with his kings.
Good, just
Oh. I thought you said both. Both of them. I thought another one.
Yes.
I know you had a point earlier. I had that ace one.
There's our chip counts. Bone's got a $164 profit so far. Sticky J, $156 profit. Patty Mac, $115 profit. Everybody else is in the red a little bit. This is a great game. Your bank account doesn't get hurt, but your feelings sure can. So a lot of fun. Bragging rights a lot around the table. Baby Huey's going to lip in.
That's my card. Oh. I done voted them.
Sticky J folds the 3-2 offsuit. Don't know how you fold a premium like that, but I guess you'll figure it out. Baby Huey limps in with the king 8. Teach with the real hand, pocket kings, and limps in. I like pocket kings. I don't necessarily like taking them to a flop 5 ways. Top pair for Nat Buster. Gut shot straight draw for Baby Huey. Same for Panty Dropper. Teach with the kings. See what he's going to do here.
I don't know.
Baby Huey folds his. Teach going to shove all in for not much more.
I thought maybe because it might be you or something.
51's a $41 call. Nat Buster might put him on hearts. Hoping his top pair is good here.
Good luck, Teach. Good luck.
He's going to make the call. Going to show him the bad news. Nat Buster looking for a 9 or a jack. Running straight cards, 8, 10, something like that.
Cowboy. You got big ones.
Dude.
Yeah,
Straight draw.
There's the 8. There's another 8. So kings and 8s are going to hold up for Teach.
Not good. Cowboys held up.
Pick up a little pot there.
Where do they go to do? Well, how many? Oh, they're just.
Hey, Kevin. Welcome to the stream, brother. Thank you for watching.
I had to make a stand here, James, in a minute. Wow.
Looks like Brad's gonna take some of his poker house luck out to Vegas with him and see what he can do. We're gonna wish him the best of luck while he's out there. Well, we're gonna wish his wife Misty luck anyway. She's got to put up with him. So, Misty, we love you.
3 days in a row, 4 of a kind.
All right, Patty Mac under the gun, suited ace 9. Oh, I'm sorry, that's baby Huey. He makes the call. Patty Mac lays down Jack 4.
This one is pretty easy.
It's an easy game and you get good cards.
Atlas going to raise with ace king suited.
Yeah, get lucky.
And you
Like
gotta get lucky.
I had 9 deuce one time and she flopped 3 9.
Bone's going to make the call with ace jack.
Yeah, see?
Well, we got 3 of the aces out of here.
And you're only playing the dealer, right?
Yeah. And if you're astute, you can hear what
Sticky J folded her pocket 3s. All right.
Two cards in your hand.
Well, this is going to be good. Bones got the jack. Atlas picked up the nut flush draw. Not much there for baby Huey, but looks like Bone might want to do something here. Bet 25. What's Bone going to do? Flop trips. He's not going to play it slow. He's going to raise it, make it 75. Atlas knows now that he's got a jack. Looks like he may decide to get it all in there. Nope, just makes the call, 75. He knows he's looking for a club. It's got to be a scare card for Atlas, although it gives him more outs with the Broadway draw. Gives him 9 outs, any club, any 10. He makes the call. And we'll see what happens. We're going to have a biggest pot of the night so far. Like a $389 pot. And we're on to the river.
That's no good.
Looks like they're running it twice. And they're going to chop it up.
Apple is jack.
Bone wins the top board with 3 jacks, ace high. Atlas is going to win the bottom with his nut flush.
We got trip jack.
Oh, yes, that's right. I was like, what are you talking about?
So we're going to take a minute. The winner's going to chop these pots up.
I'm almost positive I folded jack 6. That hand or the hand?
You had Jack 6 though?
Huh?
You had Jack 6?
I think so. Is it that hand or?
Wow.
Well, the real winner here is winner. She should get tipped by both of them. So
3 times.
I don't never do that.
Yeah, we do.
I do it once. I don't.
I've got mixed feelings on running a pot once or twice. I feel like if you get it in ahead, the majority of the time, it should hold up percentage-wise. It's hard for me to understand why when you're ahead, you give your opponent 2 chances to catch up. I know it happens, but it's also poker when it does.
At least get something back.
Doesn't mean I won't run it twice. Just depends on the situation and who's there. I typically like to run it just once. Patty Mac folds his king 8 under the gun. Not a whole lot to this point. Nat Buster with a 7-9. That's the Gene Hamilton. For those around Fort Worth area, knew him years ago. We're going to go 4 ways to a flop.
But neither one of those happens, so.
All hearts. Baby Huey with the 7 hearts, his biggest heart left. You like it, but you're not proud of it. I think RYNO's the only one that's made a pair so far. No, there's a jack. Yeah, Baby Huey's got a jack. Baby Huey makes a call. And the king gets there. Sticky J, backdoor top pair. Ace might scare, depending on RYNO's bet size. I think, oh, Sticky J, is she going to fold it? Or is she going to get sticky? She got sticky. Her king's going to be good.
What's up, Paul, if you're out there?
Got a king on the river.
Well, she didn't believe him.
Unreal.
Rightfully so. Nice hand, Sticky J.
Oh, she
He
up
wasn't
you
gonna
back.
whine tonight. He lied.
Oh, no, it's
Good luck.
no.
Well, Sticky J's doubled her buy-in tonight so far, so we are just about a little over an hour into it.
I don't know what you have, so what did you have? Oh, you had nothing. Wow, you bet. Should have checked. I would have checked. I didn't have nothing to the roll. Well, I had a gut shot. I needed a 3 for a straight after the turn.
All right, Atlas under the gun. Take a look here at Jack 3 offsuit. Teach is going to fold. Bone's going to limp with the ace 9. Panty dropper with an ace. Five ways to a $10 pot flop. Patty Mac with top pair. Baby Huey with the middle pair. Bone with middle pair, better kicker. Gonna let it go. Baby Huey's gonna call with his second pair, backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Yeah, they both got the same gut shot now, but Patty Mac would win that one. Patty Mac makes it 5. Baby Huey calls. And Patty Mac's got his 2 pair. You gonna show him? Baby Huey might be lucky that Jack didn't roll off there on the river.
And still there were 3.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kevin, the players' names, they get to name themselves. They can get quite comical. I've thought of several for people at times, but probably couldn't put them on the air. Don't want to get banned from YouTube. Teach looks down at Queen 3, and he's going to throw that in the muck, I'm pretty sure. And that butt's going to raise it up with Ace King. Make it, what do you do, 15 here? Yeah, 15. RYNO with the 9-10 of spades is going to call. Sticky J with suited ace going to call. Patty Mac wakes up with jacks. We could see a good-sized pot here. Patty Mac's probably going to raise this up pre-flop, I would expect. And don't expect a whole lot of folds. Once Nat Buster either comes over the top, if he just calls, it might bring RYNO in, depending on the raise size. Patty Mac 3 bets it to 45. Yeah. And we're going to see an all-in. I like that 9-10 suited. If I'm sitting there with RYNO stack size, I might have to call that off for another.
How much is it? Okay. $75.
Well, he lets it go. Sticky J. She's in really bad shape with the ace king and the jacks out there. She's got diamonds, but she can She'd have to hit her diamonds. I think she knows that. I think she's going to make a really disciplined fold here. She does. Patty Mac says, I call. Now we know we've got a couple of aces out. Not sure if they're going to run it once or twice.
Jack diamond.
And there's an ace, king, queen. Gives Patty Mac outs with a jack, though. Oh, with a 10. Yep, they ran it one time. Ace, king holds up.
And then there were two.
Or actually gets ahead.
Yeah.
$182 pot.
Ace Jack suited. I'm folded by Ace Jack suited. Yeah, good fold. I like Ace Jack suited.
What was Kevin? What was your name that you named yourself? Said no one could pronounce it. Mine's really hard. It's DJ. I was in school. There were a couple of other Darren Johnsons. Another one in my dorm room, or in my dorm, and so we ended up two of us had the same middle initial. So we had DJ, CJ, and AJ. And you talk about getting mail mixed up. We did quite often. All right, on the hand 19. That buster going to limp in with Queen Jack. Rhino's going to call. Patty Mac with the 9-10 of hearts. Mark Carpenter says, go Bone. Bone's playing well tonight. He did lay down ace-king pre-flop to queen-9 for about $16, but we'll let him live. The results show that he's ahead, and that's all that matters at this point.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Patty Mac called with his 9-10. I think he's going to call here. Atlas's raise of 20, and he does. With a suited connector. Doesn't know he's dominated, but see what happens here. 3, 4, 5. Patty Mac might show a little aggression here. Put Atlas on 2 big cards. Just opposite.
I know it.
Atlas fired out. Patty Mac's going to give credit for a better hand, which he has. Good bet by Atlas. He rakes in the pot.
Can I get some ones? Baby Huey. Baby Huey loses. $2.
Good bet, Jeremy. I had ace deuce.
Yeah. Way down.
Yeah, no.
I got a dollar.
For you, yeah.
That's down next week. Yep. Here you go, Daryl.
Oh, what are we gonna?
Kevin, I'm wondering why they couldn't pronounce architect. That's what I'd make that.
He's going up. Yeah. Bad deal.
They made up this game.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know it. I know.
Everybody,
I know, but who made it up to get it started? That's what I would have done.
I had to bluff one just to get rid of mine.
Panty dropper under the gun. Suited ace king. He's going to come in for a raise. Makes it 16, 11 maybe. What'd he do? 11,
Who
yeah.
bet that? Darren?
Just enough. He's going to get several callers here, I would imagine. He's looking for a little raise. Looks like everybody might play this pot.
Ooh.
Now Patty Mac's going to be gone with the queen 6. Atlas gone with 10-7.
Yeah.
Bone's going to lay down the king deuce.
Few.
That was a penny dollar raise again?
No, there ain't one of that.
5 ways to a flop.
I just did it to
You mean
everybody.
like raising every hand or every other hand?
6, 3, 10. Rhino flops top pair.
Not that much.
Hmm.
104.
Not a whole lot left in there, but Rhino's going to shove with his top pair.
Hey, you still got cards there, bro.
Oh, I still got him.
Man, Rhino's going to take the pot down.
Before you do that.
Trying to buy that button pretty bad.
He said if you can beat top pair, you can beat top pair. Just come on.
I had top air. I had a straight draw, but it was. I had top hair, Darren.
Rhino's letting him know he had top pair there.
I believe you. Yeah.
Kevin, that's funny. I get it.
Yeah, you definitely not. I mean,
You know, Kevin, believe it or not, I actually have an artichoke joke, but I'll spare you guys. There we go. Card reader was a little bit slow. Nat Buster under the gun with Jack Queen offsuit. He's going to limp in there. Rhino with the 2-4 suited. There you go. Get in there with premiums. Kevin, I was saying I have an artichoke joke, but I'm going to spare you guys. Well, Sticky J with the second pair and the king. Panty dropper with king. Little aggression right here might take this pot down. Nobody's going to represent the ace. Panty dropper with 2 pair now. You going to fire 15 at a $12 bot? Will do, Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Rhino has a king. He's not believing panty droppers 2 pairs any good. Or excuse me, Sticky J. Yeah, panty dropper is what has 2 pair. Bone's got his flush draw. And it's not gonna it's gonna make a chop for Sticky J and Panty Dropper. Don't know if either will bet it. Nope. They're gonna see. They're gonna chop up a $72 pot, $36 each, minus the tip for the dealer.
That I do, so we chop it. Okay, I'll take a chop.
settle down.
I wanted your chips though.
Settle down, Janice.
Does it count for the hit button? Chop it?
Yeah, that's a win.
Oh,
We didn't
I
lose.
think so. I think that's good.
Huh?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, neither. Neither. It don't count. Lorenzo's the one that made the game up, so he said veto that.
Wanted to take just a minute and tell you guys we've got Lorenzo in here working behind the scenes, producing, directing, everything, but I guess acting. He's our lighting guy. He's our stagehand. He's our everything. And I tell you guys, if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be watching this right now. So we want to thank him, acknowledge the job that he does. He does a great job. And on top of that, he's just a nice guy. So it's a great combination. Thank you, Lorenzo. All right, Sticky J is going to limp in with Queen 10. Patty Mac with the suited king. Atlas with the suited ace. He's not going to raise, just going to call. Bone calls with 10-8. Panty dropper with pair of 4s. So 6 ways to a flop, maybe. Somebody raise it here. Yeah, Nat Buster raised it up with ace-jack. Not a big raise. I would expect just about everybody to stay in here with these hands. All right, $72 to a 6-way flop. Patty Mac got a stranglehold on this one. No flush draw. Patty Mac's not worried about much right here. Patty Mac bets 10. Now Panty Dropper with his pair might call.
I was hoping your kicker wasn't higher than mine, man.
Oh man, he's lucky too. That's 4.
Patty Mac's going to bet. Nobody's going to let it down and pick it up. Wasn't playing tricky there, just let out with the best hand. Got called once. Not much to be scared of on that board. All you're worried about there is just a bigger king.
You don't get rid of your other chip?
Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
No. I got you. What up if you didn't do it and you forgot? Nothing?
What?
Nothing
All
happened
right,
if
we're going to
if
get the
you
table
forgot?
red here. Somebody's still not red, it looks like. Sticky J with the queen 5 of diamonds going to come in there.
Warning. It's a warning.
It's a warning for what?
Look out.
Come on, man.
Well, everybody's going mining for something here. A little prospecting going on. Bone with top pair. Panty dropper with bottom pair. Atlas with top pair, better kicker. Not much for the other three. Bone's going to bet his top pair. Panty dropper's going to call with his bottom pair. Everybody's got a little something here. That's probably going to slow some people down. Pretty good size bet right here might win the pot. Although it does bring in for Bone top pair in the wheel draw. Panty dropper going to go ahead and bet out. Looks like a bet 20. Now what's RYNO going to do here? He's got a 4. Yep, got a 4. Going to call his 4. Not slow panty dropper down on the river. Got the queen 9 out of there. Was the best hand. Well, RYNO's going to bet now, and panty dropper's just, I think, going to have to lay his 3 down. He does. Good call, RYNO, with your 4. Sticky J still up. Bone, Patty Mac, RYNO. Everybody else in the red a little bit. Want to go ahead and mention as we deal hand 24. Got tournaments every day. We've got our noon free roll. You can get in for free. You can get in for 10. Get a few more chips. You can get in for 35 with the add-on, and that's every day at noon. That tournament generally goes about 3.5 hours, depending on the people. Had pretty good turnout lately. All right, hand 24. Atlas with top pair. Patty Mac's going to lead out with bottom pair. Atlas going to call. Nat Buster with 2 overs. RYNO with a pair, bottom pair. Little pot builder there. Well, it's going to give Atlas an open-ended straight draw. And he's going to bet it. It's like 18. Oh, open-ended and top pair, excuse me. Yeah, I'd bet it too, Atlas. Patty Mac's going to lay his down. Atlas pick up a little pot there. Good bet. Good hand. Gets rid of that knit button. I see Teach with 1. Not sure who else. If maybe 1 or 2 more that still have theirs. Baby Huey probably still has his. Maybe the only 2 left.
No, I said.
Looks like Sticky J. Nah, that may not be a knit button there. I know she's won a hand.
Make it 5.
Atlas makes it 5. Little one chip bet for everybody. Panty dropper calls with the suit and ace. Little something for everybody here. Dickie J's going to bet her 3. Man, she's going to pick the pair up. Pick the pocket up. Good hand.
Oh, that's faster than your car.
Like that. Get rid of that thing.
And we've got some play styles here. Bone, Nat Buster, Patty Mac, Collin Station, Loose. And these stats are based on what everybody else is doing in the game, not necessarily how you're playing.
You'll love that. It's a good trip.
And when you leave,
So you got to keep that in mind. And that's through 26 hands. We expect on the live stream get somewhere around 70, 75 hands out.
Yeah, better get those down. Just in case.
So we're about a third of the way through. All right. I'm going to pick the 3-4 hearts here just so I can pick something. Well, you got a gut shot straight draw, but it's not going to be good. Jack 5's got a open-ended. Sticky J with a pair, gut shot. Little something for everybody there. Baby Huey's going to feel left out, I think, with his deuce 4. Atlas calls with top pair. Excuse me, second pair. Patty Mac had the 8. And again, guys, I'm a little tired tonight. I'm working through it, so bear with me as I try to read these. Well, believe it or not, there's not a 9 in anybody's hand, so. Nat Buster makes it straight, picks up the flush draw. He might go ahead and raise this right here. We've got $72 in the pot. Atlas is going to lay down his 7. I would expect a raise right here. And he does, maybe 30. Makes it 30. Sticky J doesn't think her 6 any good. She's going to need 9, and even then it might not be good if you're up against 9, 10. Well, she's got the 10, so. What's Patty Mac going to do here with his 8? Top pair is going to call. Another 8. Not going to help him any. There's the Jack. Nat Buster's going to take this down. Patty Mac's still going to lead into him. Nat Buster moves all in. Patty Mac looks like you got his caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Oh, he didn't bet. I thought Patty Mac bet at that, and he didn't. I apologize. All right. $222 pot. I want to remind everybody we got the fortune jackpot going on in our cash games. It does apply to this game. I don't have it in front of me, but I'm pretty sure you got to make 4 hands in an hour, and those playing hours are 12 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12 p.m., 12 to 4 a.m. If you make Broadway, if you make an ace high flush with the ace in your hand, if you make a full house, 10s or better, and if you flop a set, you're going to win the jackpot. Right now, I believe it's around $2,500. Now, during the week, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., there's a $2,000 added bonus to that jackpot. Today, they were playing for about $4,500. I think some people got close. Nobody hit it. So see what happens in this hand. Now, Patty Mac raised it to 18 with ace 10. Teach wakes up with kings, and he just makes the call. It's going to bring Nat Buster in there. Oh, no, Teach did 3-bet, 35. Nat Buster can fold. I don't know that Patty Mac can fold for another $17 with a suited ace, big suited ace. Patty Mac makes the call. I'd like to see Teach raise just a little bit more than there. Patty Mac was pretty much committed to that pot with that amount. Teach flops his king. Patty Mac's going to check. Teach might be worried about a flush draw. Wouldn't be, but he's going to bet at it. And I think that's going to get Patty Mac out of there. Little $10 pet into a $76 pot. Patty Mac looks like he made the call. Backdoor flush draw. Teach bets 20 and Patty Mac lets it go.
I'm sorry. Did you flop a set?
He did flop a set, and that's what we were talking about. So it may be right at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure how much time in real time when this hand started. If your hand started before the 8 o'clock hour or the ending of those fortune jackpot, they are eligible and they do count for the prior hour. So if that hand was played like at 8:01, he'll be on the board with a flop set, and he makes any of the other three before 10, or makes all three of the other three before 10 o'clock. That's a $2,400 bonus, whatever the jackpot's up to right now. Looking at the clock up there on the graphics, like that hand might have started, might have been the last hand of the prior hour. So 8 o'clock, all those hands that have been hit get erased, and we start all over, and it'll go to midnight. Baby Huey folds the poker house nuts. Patty Mac calls with pocket fives. Jack, deuce, deuce. Teach has got a stranglehold on this. Let's see if he wants to slow play it or if he's going to bet out. I like his check there. Might have to let somebody catch up.
I drag it in. Just came with me.
Yeah, I think he's going to raise right here.
I definitely forgot about it.
Nat Buster going to call. RYNO, what does he do with his jack? No more jack coming. He going to make the call. Teach has a stranglehold on this hand. He's going to have runner 8s or runner 9s. The king, that is not going to change anything. See how Teach decides to play this here. He got two callers behind him. He got the nuts. 72 in the pot. Looks like he's going to bet 25, maybe 30. Nat Buster's going to fold. I think RYNO's going to let his go. He knows Teach not betting with nothing.
Golly, man. I got a fold, Teach.
Well, and the other two jacks fold. Teach going to show him the bad news. Here we got. Now he can get on the board. Nope, he can't get on the board. He's got twos full of jacks. If he had jacks full of two, he'd get on there. You got to have 10s or better. 10s full of XX or better.
That'd have been bad news for me.
Put on the river.
Huh? I know. Well, yeah, if I just would have came, but he had his vote already.
Did I call it?
Not saying I deuce.
I had a jack, Teach.
That's why I don't play
Sticky
him.
J saying she folded ace deuce. Got her in a lot of trouble. If we'd seen the river, ace would have saved her, but that'd been it. Thankful she folded right there. Panty dropper under the gun picks up a real hand with queens. Going to make it 11. Yo again.
Yeah, but that's, I don't play it. I know.
Rhino's gonna let his go. Sticky J's gonna call. Pocket 10's just called. Gonna lay in the weeds there. And Bone with the ace queen just calls. We've got 3-4 premium hands in here. We've got a queen out. We've got a 10 out. 7 on the hearts might be in a good spot. We could have a train wreck flop too. Let's see what happens.
They didn't get one to get started.
Seems that way lately.
Yep. So ace queen flops top pair. Panty dropper flops top set. Sticky J with her 10s. Baby Huey hits his ace. Bone's going to fire with his ace queen 2 pair.
If they have good pitching, they have a chance every game.
Panty dropper just calls top set. And again, he's got a big hold on this hand. Sticky J looking for a king.
What happened to
So we're going to have a pretty good sized pot here. Panty dropper's going to have to navigate this river. You got straight draws, flush draws.
Burger Mush?
See what happens here. Flush draw gets there if anybody wants to act like they've got it. Oh, panty dropper. Oh.
Too many burgers?
Probably.
Sticky J's going to represent here with her pocket 10s. And that's a good size bet. Panty dropper will have to think about this a little bit. Makes about a half pot size bet. 60 into 120.
Now it's on you.
She's got to believe her ace queen is good here and gets back to panty dropper, and let's see what he does.
That's all. I don't have it. I can.
Oh, Bone had the ace queen. I apologize. And Bone folded ace queen.
Not a bluff, ain't it?
Panty dropper makes the call.
Good hand.
Wins with this set of queens. Flop set. So he will be on the board.
I needed a king or a 10. What set it is, please? Yeah, please. I was just trying to go for the good. Why not?
Everything got had ace queen.
Well, I think I got him out. I got you out.
Well, I was worried about
I had nothing to call is.
I pocket 10 is all I had. I need a king or a river, but.
Yeah, Tim, teach hold on to him.
I was just trying
He
to
gets them. He likes to keep them. He likes to bet them when he has it to.
I was in a proper position to do it.
All right, Nat Buster's going to fold under the gun. Rhino with suited connector, 6-7 of clubs. Now, Bone with the gut shot. He played the 3-5. Panty dropper top pair. Rhino middle pair. Backdoor straight draw. Maybe you were trying to decide if his fives are any good or if he wants to draw at it and he doesn't. He lets it go. Bone folds with a gut shot. Panty dropper still going to fire at that top pair. 10 kicker. $40 bet. It's a healthy bet. Rhino would have liked to have seen that. If that'd been the 3 of clubs, maybe a 5 offsuit, he might want to call. I think he might get away from this. And he does. Yep, he's going to show him the ace.
Ditto.
Yeah, Kevin, it's all RF. You see the microphone there on Winter, our dealer. Lorenzo's back here. working his magic. It does read them, but the bet sizing and that kind of stuff, as the play goes around, you will see winner maybe here sometimes. She'll announce call, raise to 5, seat 4 folds. And that is not automatic. That is Lorenzo back here in the back pushing buttons and making sure we keep up with the action. Every once in a while, you'll see a correction. Something might get heard wrong or said wrong. But yeah, as far as the cards, that's the RF. The betting, the pot size, the chip counts, that is all manual back here with Lorenzo. So when I tell you guys, he does a great job. He does. It's very, very difficult. He's sitting back here. He's got his hands on the keyboards, and they're just flying. He does an amazing job doing that. Yes. Yeah, his hands are working overtime. Maybe one day during the stream, we'll put a camera back here. Just watch the production go on. So we're on a 15-minute delay, and I'll tell you this as well, guys. We're on a 15-minute delay. So in order to avoid collusion or improprieties, Lorenzo on his monitor and his computer, he cannot see the whole cards. He can't see what anybody has. It's completely based on the card reader. Now, sometimes you'll see a flop come out and maybe the card read wrong. It doesn't happen very often. But if it does, he can correct those. But he has to correct those in real time.
No way.
I'm watching the live stream with you guys. I see the action as it unfolds. So it's easy for me. Lorenzo's over there flying blind, not being able to see those whole cards. So the communication between the dealer and Lorenzo is extremely important. The other thing that I will tell you, if you guys have never sat in the box and dealt, dealers do an amazing job. They've got Lorenzo in their ear asking questions. They're giving Lorenzo information. They're announcing the action at the table and keeping up with the action and the bet sizing. So it's a heck of a job. I think sometimes dealers don't get the respect that they deserve. It's a tough job. So that's what goes on back here behind the scenes a little bit. Now we got baby Huey. He said, the heck with it. I've got ace jack. I'm moving on in. Somebody wants to call me. Let's see what you got. I've got $54. We got an ace king deuce flop. You got ace high. There is a diamond draw. Bone with the 10-7. Not sure what he's doing here.
Look at that. That's why.
He's going to fold. Now, was the flush draw going to call here? Nope. Going to lay that down. Gets back around to RYNO with king 6. He got second pair. He knows Huey's got an ace. Huey's not sticking it in there without one, I don't think. So Huey going to pick up a little pot there.
Come on with it. I should have been on the blind that time.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a lot of good dealers here. You know, it's a tough job. They've got to put up with a lot. Luckily, and I think you'll agree with me, we've got some amazing players here as far as friendships that are developed, things that go on around the table, the banter, the talk. There's just not a whole lot of nasty people that hang out up here at all. We have a great time. Everybody enjoys being here. It's a super clean room. It's run extremely well. And that's why you see on a lot of our evening tournaments and cash games, you know, we'll have 6 tables going, 7 tables sometimes, depending on the tournament. And we'll have 2, 3 cash games going. We'll have live streams going. The room is full. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of things going on. And I agree with you, Kevin. Most of the players are extremely respectful. You know, sometimes you might have a history with somebody, but for the most part, you let that go. And, yeah, Ross, thank you. He said, great vibes, I agree, as a customer and poker house friend. Ross, you couldn't be more right. The feeling you get when you walk in here, I've been traveling to Houston quite a bit. I'll tell you this for work, and I've played in some of the card houses in Houston. There's a couple where when you walk in, you get patted down. They've got armed security at the door, which, you know, I mean, there's a lot of money in those rooms. I get that. But once you get in there, it's a war, and it's very wearing on you. Players arguing with players, dealers arguing with players, dealers arguing with dealers and floors, and You just don't have that here. It's a
There it is.
great place to play, and I think over the year and a half, whatever it's been, that they've been here,
To the power.
I think I was here pretty close to day one as a player, and it's grown, and it's word of mouth. And hey, if you want to play, it's a great place to play. And I'll tell you, those some of those weekend tournaments, all of the tournaments, but the guaranteeds and the free roll are getting up there. We're getting a lot of players from a lot of different areas, and it's a lot of fun.
Goodness.
What do we got going on here? I've been talking. Sorry about that. Atlas with Broadway.
He did, yep.
Baby Huey's got a pair of 9s with the 9 high flush draw, which is the best flush draw. RYNO going to stick around with his 8-9, his open-ended.
Come on in. Like hot tub.
The only thing that I think will save RYNO here, he can hit a heart, can he? I know the percentages say 0, but can he hit a heart?
All behind the hearse.
Never seen one.
Yeah, there we go. Percentages changed. Yeah, he got 7 outs. He got 7 hearts, about 14%, 23%, and there it is.
Oh,
So
just funny.
You know what, Jeremy?
All behind the hearse.
goes check, or goes check.
You can't take it.
Yeah, RYNO's going to show him the heart, and he's going to take it down.
Are you serious?
He got that hard on the road. Dang.
Okay. It's an 8-side flush, too. I'm glad I didn't call that.
Yeah, but you gotta have it.
So RYNO flushed him. He had a pair, straight draw, small heart draw, and got there.
Where are your little buttons?
I had too many outs there, Jeremy.
Yep. It's like, well, how do you win it?
Yeah.
Ross said he drives from Grand Prairie, 30 minutes to play here instead of TCH or one of the other card houses. And Ross, I agree with you, man. It's well worth it.
He ain't keeping.
I travel sometimes down, like I said, down to Houston for work, and in the evenings I might go over and play for a while. And I've gotten to where when I'm down there, I just don't do it because I just don't enjoy it. It's not a great environment, or at least in my opinion, for if I'm down there, I'm not trying to make a living or kill anybody. I just want to have a little fun, and it just isn't like that, or at least in the rooms that I've been in down there, which is most of them.
Those cards gotta play, y'all. You're Dillo, you should know that.
And guys, I apologize. We don't have a co-host tonight, so you're just stuck with me. So if there's a little dead air, I just want to give you a break from listening to me for a little bit. Teach going to limp in there with ace queen. I'd like to see a raise there. You don't want to bring everybody else in there. Nat Buster may raise it up here with ace jack suited. He does at 18. I don't know, I think it's going to get everybody else out of here but Teach. Teach is probably just going to make the call based on what we've seen tonight so far. You may be counting him down now. He's just going to make the call. Ace queen against ace jack.
How about your shirt?
And that Buster may represent a little bit here with the gut shot Broadway draw. Check, check. Teach might need to fire here. Check, check. Check, check. Teach going to make a little bet there, $10. That Buster didn't believe he had anything. Going to show him ace queen.
He's got ace high, too.
And Teach gets rid of his knit button. Not sure who else has one. Hey, Terry, thank you so much.
Moving on up to the top.
We haven't seen tonight so far. We haven't seen just anything crazy, anything.
Never forget the way he walked.
Nobody's really gotten out of line at all. Of course, I'm not playing. That really ought to be my screen name. We were talking about screen names already. It ought to be out of line. I say that way a lot of times. But we have a good time. This is a great limit to come and play. A great game to play in, have a little fun. 200 max buy-in on this live stream. And anybody that wants to play, at the end of this stream, it's up on Poker Atlas. If you don't have Poker Atlas, it's an app you can get on your phone. grab it, and you can sign up. If you're driving down here, you can get on the list before you get here. It shows you all of our daily tournaments, and you can see what's going on. So,
She knew what I meant.
Patty Mac with Ace King. Nat Buster with Ace 7 of spades. Going to make the call.
Oh, there you go, Nate. Get in there.
All right, Ace 7, Ace King against pocket nines.
That's all it is. Yeet. $21 more.
Well, Rhino's going to bet 21 with his top set. He flopped a set. He'd like it to be good right here. Everybody to fold, nobody to catch up, and he gets his name on the board for the fortune jackpot. Patty Matt's going to lay his Ace King down. I think Nat Buster's going to have to fold here too. Rhino's going to show him top set. Flop set, table 1, seat 1. Get him on the board for that fortune jackpot.
Bomb pot.
Now this stream game is a little bit different than the 1-2 game going on in that because it's a $200 buy-in, the other 1-2 game's a $300 buy-in that goes on. But for the stream's sake and for what we've got going on, there's no straddles. They're not playing with any bomb pots. They may do a bomb pot the last hand of the night. I'm not sure if they're doing that or not. But there's no straddles. It's just straight 1-2. Again, nobody gets hurt unless they're feeling. So have a good time. Teach with the duel is going to fold it. 10-2 offsuit. Bone's going to limp in with Queen Jack. There's an Ace King that's going to raise it up. Patty Mac looks at Ace King of hearts. He might make a raise here. We might get it all in pre-flop here. Bone's going to get out of the way. I can almost assure you that. Yeah. All right, we're going to have an all-in and a call. Patty Mac's free rolling with the aces, or with the hearts, unless it comes a couple of diamonds, a couple of spades. You know, it never fails. Ace King against Ace King. If somebody doesn't four flush or make their flush, usually get something like a 10-10 3 flop, queen 9 flop. We'll see what happens here. There's a 4. A queen 4. That'll work. Well, I was close. And they're going to chop it up. No excitement. One of the first streams I played on up here, I had Ace King of diamonds, and we got it in pre-flop against aces, and I ended up four flushing with my king of diamonds. Right? Yeah, I had Ace King 1 diamond, and ended up four flushing against the aces. People say, "Oh, I felt bad when I didn't really feel bad. I felt relieved. Got lucky, but that happens sometimes." Yeah, Terry, I guess if you can hear me. Any week set or M&M's free? We've got a snack bar. They're not free, but it's really cheap. Four ways to an $8 flop. Hand number 37. Bone going to flop trips. Not a whole lot for anybody else. Bone's going to lead out. Double the pot size, and I think that's going to get rid of everybody. It does. Bone going to take down a little pot there. Oh, he's getting rid of his knit button too. So Atlas still has his knit button. It may be the only one left.
I gave it to you and I didn't get money. Not sure if you remember that.
Oh, look at our chip count. Sticky J Bone, RYNO Teach, all in black. Patty Mac as well, just barely. And we've got 4. A little bit in the negative. Now, if this was Patty Mac with a queen nine, he'd be raising that up in first position. Panty dropper's going to let it go. Rhino's going to make a raise with his ace queen, maybe yo 11. Yeah. Patty Mac with the suited king. Atlas with 5-4 or 5-7 of clubs. Bone folded the deuce forward. Don't know how he did that. Come on, Bone.
I smell coffee. You got it. I smell it.
Does smell good.
Patty Mac. Patty Mac with bottom pair. Atlas with an open-ended straight draw. Rhino going to lead out with 2 overs. Patty Mac's going to call. Atlas going to call. Nat Buster with his gut shot's going to call. Little backdoor flush draws as well. A couple of them with the straight draws. Well, Atlas now picks up the flush draw with his open-ended. Wouldn't surprise me to see Atlas make a big bet here. Patty Mac bets 30. Atlas makes the call. Rhino with 2 overs is going to have to let that go, I think. Yeah, he's going to fold. All right. Well, Atlas doesn't know, but let's see. And Atlas gets there. Oh, I'm sorry. So did Patty Mac. I forgot they both had flush draws. This might get a little expensive. All in and a call. Patty Mac's going to show him the nut flush. Bad news. Sorry, guys. I misread that. I forgot Patty Mac had a flush draw as well. So that's going to bust Atlas out of this one. Or he's going to reload. Patty Mac going to drag a nice little pot. Flush over flush. You know, I think it was Paul Bear Bryant, head coach at Alabama, that once said kickers are very important. That's going to put Patty Mac in the lead on the chip count. Just about doubled him up so far. Sticky J's been quiet for a little bit. Bones is playing really, really steady.
Hey-oh.
Nah, you don't run this show, Janice. This isn't Janice.
I wouldn't want to. I still trying to say. I don't got a buddy, actually. You got to keep it now. Because you forgot to start it in.
The next hand was Janice.
You stacked up on your chips.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Okay. No good.
All right. Hand number 39. Again, we're going to do some prospecting. Atlas raised it up with ace 10. Rhino's going to start calling with a suited queen. We're going to go heads up to a flop, 25 in the pot. And there's a couple of diamonds for Rhino. He's going to take the lead on this hand right now. I would expect Atlas to fire. He doesn't. He checks. Percentages drastically changed going to the river. And then they're going to change again because Rhino got there with his queen 9.
Yeah.
15. Atlas probably going to have to fold this. He does.
Whoa, that's my hand.
Nice hand, Rhino.
Far out, dude. That's another one. Far out.
Hey, you see me teaches videos?
All right, hand number 40.
He got a drone. He posts videos of it. Pretty good.
Again, I appreciate you guys listening in. I'm going to take a break here in a minute for about 2 minutes. I'm going to check and see if we can do a little giveaway. See if they'll do that for us, and we'll pick a hand.
He puts a little music to it.
Might do something different than pot size. That's such a crapshoot. But y'all stick in here for just a minute, and I'll come back, and we'll see if we can't give something away.
Yeah, I'm calling you. Hell yeah, I'm calling.
I figured any good card.
Check again. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I check.
That's 5 times I've had that.
I
You
wouldn't
win,
complain
bud.
about it too much.
I had a shit. So many.
No, I'm not complaining.
You act like I had it
Could have
5
backed me off
times.
of it, RYNO.
Nah.
I've had it 5 times. That's all complaining
I
to
had,
me. Yeah.
I wish I had it once.
I had a bunch
I
of
wish I had
outs.
it once.
I missed them
I ain't
all.
had it any. You know what I'm saying? I had ace queen. That's it. That's the only thing I had. Ace.
I haven't had ace king. I've had ace 9, ace 3, ace 2, ace 5.
Yeah, I ain't had ace king. He's had it like 5 times.
Yep. That's the only time he's flat out won. Just for him.
Oh, no.
The others I've lost.
All right, guys, I'm back. What'd I miss? All right, we are going to do a little giveaway. Give me a few minutes to figure out how I want to do this. We're going to give away a Poker House hat tonight. Let me figure out how I want to do this. Tell you what, we're going to pick a hand. We're going to say hand 55. Hand 55. We'll do this. Whoever gets their answers in first, that will be their answer. I want to know what hand is going to win hand 55. Is it going to be a pair, 3 of a kind, flush, straight, top pair, high card? If everybody says top pair, kickers will play. So we'll have one top pair answer. Maybe high card. Maybe a straight flush. So hand 55, get your answers in on the chat, and I'll try to keep up with them. And we'll see how that goes. David Perkins says 2 pairs, so 2 pairs taken off the board.
96 pitches in, 97 pitches in.
Keep in mind a raise all in pre-flop and everybody fold is also a winning hand. Never done this before. It may be a train wreck, but I'm going to try it anyway. Those pot sizes in these games are kind of hard to miss or hard to get, keep up with. Gilbert said 1 pair. Mike says a straight. All right. I like it. I like it. I guess I'd be in trouble if we had 700 people because there's only so many winning hands, but we're going to try this anyway. I didn't think about that. Sorry, guys. Might have to get creative. I'm going to assume a big bluff might be a winning hand as well. You might not even have a pair. Might not see might not have to show. So, again, be creative. Sticky J's going to bet with her straight. Her nut straight. Atlas going to have the wrong end of this one.
Do I get a straight count?
Not unless it's
No, it's Broadway.
Oh, that's right.
Hi, Nicholas. Nicholas says 3 of a kind. Nicholas, I was kind of feeling that too,
How about you
to be honest with you.
When it comes to our money, then it's our money. Why not?
Just so you guys know, I pick a hand a little further out because it hasn't even happened yet, even with the delay. So I don't know what's going to happen either. But, yeah, I was kind of feeling 3 of a kind as well.
Spine punched in by much of that.
Like to see a flop set and somebody get their name on the board. Hand number 43.
I ain't seen him in a minute.
He's been coming up. He's used it last night.
Panty dropper wakes up with a real hand. Raises it to 17. Might be enough to get 1 or 2 callers. Sticky J calls with the Poker House Nuts, the 6-4 offsuit. Oh, if Brad's still watching, he'd be proud of that. Although I think he'd like to see her fall. Oh, I thought she called. Sorry, the graphics were wrong. Said she called.
Well, they're down to three y'all knit buttons.
All right, guys, we're doing what hand will win? Hand 55. Straight, flush, 2 pair, top pair, high card,
Very good.
river bluff.
I do. He's like a
See what happens.
He wants it back.
That's right.
Somebody out there's got to bet a flush. I like it, Kyle. Winning hand, 5-5 equals top pair. Very specific, Kyle. I like it. Again, I probably should have thought that through a little bit, but we're having fun. All right. RYNO with the ace-5. Sticky J with 2 pair. RYNO's going to bet it. Sticky J just going to call. There's heart draws out there. Not really going to change anything. RYNO's probably going to bet, and Sticky J's going to call, I would imagine. RYNO bets 11. Sticky J just going to call. RYNO's got to know she's doing something. Might appear she's got a heart draw. Well, she just got counterfeited. This is going to be a chop pot if she calls.
15, because I don't have any more ones, Janet.
Yeah, if she calls, it's going to be a chop. Aces and 7s with a queen kicker.
I'll call you. I had an ace too.
Yeah, she got counterfeited. She got counterfeited.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a chop. I'm saying that. Having the scrutiny. Yeah. Take that back to 15.
We've had several chop pots tonight.
Huh?
Patty Mac's still up
I didn't know
on the chip count for the evening.
I was good. I was like,
He's played a little more quiet tonight than he usually does. He splashes around a little bit more.
Yeah.
Of course, it's easy to do when the cards are coming your way and may not be getting as many hands tonight to splash around with.
he wasn't betting like it.
That's the point, isn't it?
I mean, I wasn't betting. I had 2 pair. It's all good.
If you guys will watch the scroll at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the the tournament schedule, the free roll schedules. Be down there. You know, find us on Facebook. Give us a like. Hand 45. You're going to go 6 ways to a flop. Did anybody make a pair? I don't think that. Oh, yeah, baby Huey. You made a queen, top pair. Rhino's going to fold queen 10, king 10. Sticky J's going to let her threes go.
I didn't have anything. Right? What happened? Oh, there's still 10 people. So when one gets knocked out, the other one has to pay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You just not getting the game, Janice? Alright.
Because
Janice
I
has the
didn't
game
know,
now.
when he paid, he still had a button though.
I paid because he got rid of it on that.
Yeah. Yeah, he just.
Oh, okay, but he kept it
Yeah.
though.
$7.
Because that was the last one, so I kept it.
Oh, okay, that's what confused me. Okay, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought about that. I paid
So now there's still 2, right? There's still 2.
All right.
Oh, that
Cards
guy.
are red. Bones under the gun with an ace-7 offsuit.
That guy and that guy.
Limp in there.
His name yet, Janice?
I know.
Panty dropper with the suited connectors, 5-6.
I don't remember.
Rhino wakes up with a premium hand. He's going to raise it, makes it 16-ish, I think. 21, Mr. Red Chip, 21. Baby Huey with the ace-jack of diamonds. Going to make the call. Patty Mac with ace-queen is going to make the call. Got some premium hands out there. Panty dropper might have to call this with the amount of money in the pot and the hands they're representing. Nat Buster with queen 9. So we've got a $91, $110 pot going 5 ways to the flop.
Good pot. Good pot.
Baby Huey with the nut flush draw. Rhino with top pair, top kicker. Not a whole lot for anybody else. I have a feeling this hand might get a little expensive. I don't think Baby Huey can get away from this at all, and he shouldn't. It's just a small dog. 110 in the pot, $30 bet. Baby Huey's going to move all in for 42. Rhino's going to call the other 12. And Baby Huey's going to have 7 outs. He's going to have to hit a diamond, any diamond, or running jacks. And the call. Here we go. We're going to run it once or twice, guys.
You got it out, so lots of there it is.
There's the diamond. So Rhino's
Yeah,
dead.
that's not, it's not playing.
There's another diamond.
Counterfeit it on the river. No, it did not.
So Baby Huey wins that. Made a 6-card flush. Just when you needed it most.
Not that.
We hit it twice on you right now. Twice.
So you can see on the bottom there, we've got our $5,000 guaranteed free roll with bomb pots Saturday at 3 p.m. We've got our progressive fortune jackpot going on with second chance drawings. I believe they do those drawings on Saturdays. So if you get 2 of the 4 on the fortune jackpot, you get your name put in a hopper. And they'll give away some cash prizes on Saturday for those. Kind of a consolation prize for playing for 4 hours and getting 2 or 3 of the 4.
I'll take it easy with one another because y'all good friends.
And number 47.
Take it easy with one another because y'all good friends.
No, there wasn't nothing easy about that.
No. It's definitely, we do not.
Not in cards.
Fold. Oh, I don't know how Nat Buster folded the old 3-5 offsuit. Folds around. Atlas on the button with King 10 calls.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Teach folded his 10 deuce for $1.
When they stuck it on the river.
Heads up.
Don't you? Well, you let him
I guess
go
Atlas
first.
made it 5, so.
Happened to me me last week. At the WSOP.
Not a whole lot for either one of them. First bet might win this. Bone checks.
Nothing to do about all that.
This gives Bone the jack high flush draw, but I don't think he'll draw at that.
Nate was already counting his money. You were a savior, Bone.
Atlas picks up a small pot. Jake, thank you. I appreciate that. This is the first time I've done this for 3 hours by myself.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the compliment. I really do.
No, it's 3. Now it goes to 3.
I do it for fun. Do it to help these guys out up here. Try to provide a little bit of insight here and there, and maybe what I see, which sometimes isn't always the correct thing, but
What the hell is he doing over here?
How much we at? 3? Huh?
3.
Take the 5.
I was trying not to make a dirty stack. That's what I was doing.
Back to 3.
oh, you know what I think they're doing with the nip button? I think if you beat somebody in a hand
3, 2, 1, then back up again.
and they have the nip button, you get it. And when somebody collects all of them, everybody owes them a certain amount. We've done this a couple of different ways. I'm not sure which way they're doing it tonight.
I was just gonna go back to 5.
It's just something to talk about and keep fun with. It's not for a lot of money at all. $1, $2, $3 total per person. Nat Buster with the Poker House nuts folds it.
I don't want to get too deep in my
Brad would be upset about that. RYNO comes in with Jack 7. That used to be my named hand. Won a huge pot one night in a room with Jack 7 against Pocket Jacks, and I think it ended up costing me more in the long run because they called it my hand, so I always played it, but played that Jack 7 for years.
I love it, but it gets rusty.
Atlas with the gut shot. Not a whole lot for anybody else. Middle pair for Bone.
I've got a built-in stainless.
Little aggression might win it here, but I think they're going to check around.
Yeah, they rust after a long period of time.
Yeah.
Deuce on the river's not going to change anything. Bone's going to be best with his 9.
I know.
Not going to bet. It's going to check around, I think, unless somebody takes a stab at it like RYNO with, I believe, 15. And did Bone believe him? Nope. He lays it down.
Look at you. You get rid of your button already.
Check around. RYNO says, well, I'm going to take a stab at it.
Shit, get rid of that.
Yeah, they are getting rid of the nip buttons there. I guess if you're left with the nip button, everybody got to pay you. Or you got to pay everybody. Jake said, Jack 7 is my number 1 hand.
Yeah, well, I read about it and then I got it from Amazon. There's a lot of stuff you can use to keep it.
Hey, I've got some.
It doesn't.
I got some griddle bricks.
That too.
Crap ton of them.
I have those I bought.
You know, we joke a lot about our favorite hands, and everybody has one they like. They like the way it looks. They like the way it plays.
If they stay out,
Like me on that Jack 7 years ago, I won a big hand with it, so it became my favorite hand for a long time. But you'll hear people sometimes say, you know, this is my favorite hand, or that is my favorite hand, or I hate aces. I tell you what, if I play poker the rest of my life, you can give me pocket aces or ace king every hand, and I'll take my chances against some people's favorite hands. But it does seem like it's uncanny when you've got a player that has a favorite hand, how many times they seem to win with that hand. And I guess it's because they play it more than any other hand. But Atlas makes a $5 raise with pocket jacks, and it folds around to him. Gilbert said Jack 7 is my 104th favorite hand. One of my lines, Gilbert. I love playing and looking down and telling somebody I've got my 17th favorite hand.
I did say the black thumb. What?
he didn't say
What are y'all talking about now? I was talking about a grill 2 minutes ago. What is
All right, we're on to hand 55 more, and we're going to do our little giveaway. Let me go back here and see what we've got. We got pocket 5s, 3 of a kind, 1 pair, straight, 2 pair.
good luck on Wednesday night.
No flushes, no full houses, no straight. Yeah, we got straight, didn't we? We have straight. I look back up here. Yeah, Mike said he thought it'd be a straight.
Ain't nobody up there. Ain't a high roller plays. It ain't Dallas.
Jake, is very true. Play every card like you got 2 shots at quads.
I don't think so. Not like
Baby Huey
Dallas,
with the
but
Poker
all
House
been
nuts, a
there.
6-4.
You never been a tech.
You want to fold it? And there's a 6-4 ace flop.
We're not over here buying groceries.
There's a Poker House nuts working for you.
Okay, Dallas.
Nat Buster with second pair.
Dallas. Yeah, for low stakes.
Shouldn't change anything for Baby Huey. If Nat Buster checks, Baby Huey should fire. He does.
Has nothing to do with it.
Maybe $10, $15 into a $16 pot, and he's going to take it down with 2 pair. There's our Poker House nuts winner for the night right there.
Okay, I know what lives here, okay? It ain't what you think. Somebody loses $200 a week in gambling. That's $800 a month. Really? I mean, you think people got that kind of money? I don't think so.
Most of the people in the house ain't got to do with that.
Exactly. And that's all I'm trying to say.
I call them
Ain't nothing
$30,000
decadent.
millionaires.
You know, I just ain't nothing decadent. I'm just saying, there's big money in Dallas.
That dude pulled up in a leaf.
Baby Huey can limp in there with a playable Jack 10 offsuit.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Patty Mac looks down at Queen 10 of hearts. It's a pretty hand. You're going to follow suit there. Suited ace 4. Queen 8 offsuit. Teach is going to call. I don't blame him. 2-5 of spades. That's a raising hand, but he's just going to call. 10-8, Jack 7, all playable. We've been talking about the Jack 7. RYNO in there with the 9-5, no raise. I think we've got a family pot. Does anybody fold?
My turn.
No, nobody folded. So let's see what happens here. The deuce 5. I told you that was a premium.
Yeah, no, let's check.
Patty Mac with 9 players in there, he might not go crazy with that queen. Just a $5 bet. Teach is going to represent the deuce. This is interesting. Now, what's Bone going to do? He knows Teach is pretty tight with his money sometimes. Wow, what a spot. And Bone's going to lay the deuce down.
15, sir.
I know.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am. $15. Teach calls 15. Raise $15. Can't do it, Teach.
Nice play, Teach.
God, I wish I had a deuce.
Well, Patty Mac smells something. Patty Mac's got a lock on it now, Queen 10. He checks it over to Teach. Teach bets 20. Patty Mac, he's going to make the call. He's got to think he's got a 2 the way he played that. Bone's going to be sick. He folded his deuce. A really aggressive play by Teach. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him.
Oh, take that.
Oh, he gone.
You got rid of that quick, didn't you? I'm just saying.
All right, nice little pickup for Patty Mac. Still in the lead on the chip count. Mike, I don't know. Bones played pretty tight tonight. Patty Mac raised it up 16 pre-flop under the gun, I think, with Queen 9. Got around to him. He had Ace King, and he folded that. Here's our big pots of the night. We got Bone and Atlas. They, of course, chopped that up. Or they didn't chop it up.
I enjoy playing over here.
Patty Mac with the 337. Oh, the reason that chopped that up, they ran that board twice. That's right. Patty Mac with the Queen Jack. Patty Mac's got a couple of the big pots tonight. Playing really, really well. Atlas with little connectors. Teach with the Ace-7. Bone deuce tray of clubs. Is everybody going to limp around in this one as well? Looks like it. And guys, I can't keep up with the everybody's got hands, but I think we can only show 6 at a time, so forgive me if I missed something. RYNO with the Queen 5 again flops trips. Patty Mac again flop top pair, but I bet you RYNO doesn't fold his trips. Nope, just calls the 5. Age not going to change anything. Patty Mac's going to bet another 5. RYNO might raise it up just a hair here. He does. He makes it 20. These guys are good friends. They play together a lot. Patty Mac can't love his kicker, even if RYNO's raising with a king.
Reluctantly calls. We'll see.
6 won't change the action. It's going to go check. RYNO's got to fire a little bit at it. 35 or 30, 35.
You got a 5?
Patty Mac asked him if he had a 5. I don't think RYNO would tell him yes, but he might.
I know you got a king. Yeah.
I think RYNO asked him, well, you got a king? Maybe put a little doubt in there.
It should be.
And RYNO and Patty Mac's going to lay it down. RYNO's going to pick it up. You going to show him the 5? Yeah, you're going to show him. Oh, he showed him the queen.
The other one, big head.
Jake, I haven't, to be honest with you, I've been traveling quite a bit for work. I usually have one big project going at a time. I've got 2 going right now, one in the Metroplex, 2 down in Houston. I haven't played as much over the last year, which is the reason I gave up my Wednesday night game. Was I wasn't able to commit to every Wednesday night anymore. I miss it, but things are going to once we get all these projects to a certain point, I'm going to be able to go back to playing on a regular basis, and that's my goal. We've been doing some traveling the last couple of months. We've seen we went to Ireland, just got back from Vegas and then Montana. So, all right, hand 53, 2 more till our contest. We've got an Ace King Premium by Teach. He's going to limp in there with it. Seems like every night tonight, every time somebody said Ace King, somebody says Ace Queen, Ace King, Ace Jack. We got all 3 of them in here now. What's RYNO going to do with the suited Ace Queen? If you look at the percentages, the Ace Queen is actually a little bit of a favorite right now because of what's been folded and what's out there.
I thought I did okay for my first time.
What did you do? I wanted to put up.
Yeah.
Kevin, I work for a private equity firm. Work for a medical practice that's owned by a private equity firm. I'm in VP of Business Development. I'm over construction, new projects, marketing, operations, a lot of different stuff. I have a pretty varied background, and I happened to land in something that really was just in my wheelhouse. A little bit of everything with them. I've been with them 3 years now. Really enjoy it. Great guys to work for. The private equity firms out of Colorado, and love working with these guys. Having a good time. Matter of fact, I am working on. We're opening an office in Burleson right now. So look at RYNO's Ace Queen. He's got a stranglehold on this. Now let's see if he does what Teach did and lead out at it. He just moves all in there. Not going to get much action from anybody with that bet.
Yeah, why?
Looks like Nat Buster moved all in. I might have missed the action there, but yep, Queen's full. Now on that contest we talked about, the Fortune Jackpot, you got to have both hands in your, both cards in your hand have to play. So, so even though he made the full house, Queen's full of 7, both of his cards did not play. So that wouldn't have counted toward the Fortune Jackpot. Yeah, Kevin, I learned from my dad. My dad was really good at a lot of different things. And I've been fortunate in my career, both in the building industry and in the medical profession. They both just kind of led me to where I'm at now. And it's a great place to be at this stage in my life. It allows me the opportunity to just do what I do best, and I'm very thankful for it. The people I work for are amazing, supportive. It's just a good environment. I'm very, very fortunate, and I know it, and I'm appreciative of it every day. All right, hand 54. The next one, we're going to try the see what we got here. You know, I don't think anybody picked a flush. I'm going to pick a flush. I need a new hat, so I'm going to pick a flush, even though I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see. We've got 2 pair from David. Mike had a straight. Gilbert had 1 pair. Nicholas, 3 of a kind. Kyle Kessel said winning hand's going to be pocket 5s.
Technically, you're correct. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the flush. Even though I felt like 3 of a kind might win it, I'm going to take the flush. Look at Patty Mac with his 5 now. The favor got returned. Nobody picked up a flush draw. Patty Mac's going to lead out with his 5s. Don't see a bunch out there that might call him.
Stupid bet.
RYNO with 2 overs going to make the call. King or queen might get RYNO in trouble a little bit. A little straight draw got there, but Patty Mac's got a blocker to the top end of that. So
$18.
yeah, we're getting a little spam on the chat, so we won't worry about that. Patty Mac bet 18.
Dude.
Patty Mac shows him the 5. He's happy to win it right there.
A little bit worried about that straight, though.
All right, hand 55. Here we are for the hat giveaway.
Yeah, I was gonna bet 35.
Let's see if somebody can win it.
But then I thought, man, he might have straight.
If this doesn't work out the way I want it to, we may just do something else. But let's see how it happens here. Hand 55. Patty Mac on the button.
I did have it.
Patty Mac picks up a big hand, might raise it from that spot. We'll see. Bone under the gun. Well, if somebody shows pocket 5s, Kyle, I'm gonna laugh. 10-7. High card gonna win this? Surely not. Oh. Hey, Kyle. If Baby Huey wins this with pocket 5s, I don't care if it is 1 pair, I'll give it to you. Pick the hand. That's pretty funny. 9's got him in bad shape here, though. Teach makes a call with a jack deuce. Oh, scary flop for 5s and 9s. It's going to lead out here. Atlas leads out with his pocket 9s. So right now, if everybody folds, 1 pair is going to win this. Bone's going to call with his ace-7. He got 2 pair opportunity.
You want to rank with 6 4.
9s, ace-7s are in there. Let's see here. Going to check. Bone's going to check. Baby Huey's going to check his 5s. Well, 9s are still good. It's going to be top pair. Bone's going to lead out with 1 pair, though. Atlas going to let it go. 1 pair. A pair of 7s wins it. Who did that? Who said 1 pair up there? Gilbert Federico Jr. Brother, come up in here. I'll get your name down and come grab you a hat. Congratulations, brother. 1 pair. Kyle, I almost feel like giving you a hat. You called pocket 5s. I wish he'd have made a move at it for you. That was fun. All right. RYNO picks up ace-king again. And again, we've got ace-queen. Every time somebody picks up ace-king, we get a couple of premiums. Atlas with a Jack 10 of hearts. Playable hand. For $16 raise. 8-9 with a little connector. Jack 8-9. Well, Baby Huey's got an open-ended straight draw on the top end. RYNO's got, it's Jack 8-8, sorry. The graphics are wrong. Panty Dropper called with the 8-9. It worked out for him. Atlas may have to come along. RYNO might not want to fold his ace-king just yet. He makes the call. All in. It's got 3 of a kind. It's got open-ended straight draw. RYNO's just got 4 outs. And we know one of the queens is out. Gilbert said 9-9, my 7th favorite hand. Well, it just got you a hat. So might move up the ranking just a little bit, Gilbert. It's a $170 bet into a $200-ish, $216 pot. RYNO looks like he's got about one.
His lead there.
Low ones, 140. And he got 4 smooth out in the decks. Puts him about 10%.
I fold there.
Yeah. You're going to have to let it go there. Had all those premiums in there, an 8-9 offsuit. Going to take down a $386 pot. Nice hand.
Oh, dang. He had a set again.
Patty Mac's still on top of the chip count. Sticky J right behind him. A little bit behind him. Panty Dropper with that moves up into third. Bone, RYNO. We've got Teach, Baby Huey, Nat Buster, and Atlas. Still in the red, but there's plenty of time. Panty Dropper with the suited 8-10. Certainly a playable hand, maybe even for a raise, but he's going to limp in with it.
Yeah.
Nat Buster, did he just call? He just calls with pocket 7s. Call. Everybody got a little bit of something. I have to talk to Patty Mac. I can't fold 3-4 suited for $2. But that's also probably why he wins more than I do. Here we go now. 6 ways to a flop, or 8 ways to a flop, it looks like. 6 up on the board. Well, there's a flop set, but there's got to be some stuff out there that people are scared of. RYNO's got open-ended. 4, 5, 6, 7. Top set's going to bet. RYNO's going to call. We're going to get rid of everything. I want to see if there was a 4-5. Yeah, 4-5 bone might call. Nope. Going to let that go. So, Panty Dropper with the 8-10. Gut shot to the nuts. He needs to hit a 9. And RYNO got there. But so did the clubs. This might slow everybody down but RYNO since he's got the 8 of clubs. Ace of clubs. So he makes the bigger straight. Now, Buster's going to need the board to pair. And it does not. And Panty Dropper gets there with the 8-10. It's going to show RYNO the bad news. He's going to check around. That Buster's just sick. His top set didn't do anything there.
Oh, yeah, straight. Oh, yeah.
I flopped. I had 3-4. I flopped it straight.
Clubs out there kind of slowed the action down on the river.
At 3-4, I was flopping straight.
Well, we said before the hand that 8-10 of spades was a playable hand under the gun. Sure enough, it was.
No, I had no sense.
All right, we're on to hand number 58. Got about 45 minutes left, I think, somewhere around there. Maybe a little more than that. Winners get some hands out. Yeah, we're going to get up into the 70s tonight, I bet. So good for her. She's done a heck of a job tonight. If you don't notice the dealer when you're watching one of these, it means they're doing a great job. We've had absolutely no issues tonight. She's done a great job. Rhino's going to open it up to $6 with King Queen. Sticky J's going to call with King 10. There's my 2-3 of hearts. That's a raising hand there, I think. Teach in with the suited ace.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more. King Jack. A lot of kings out. A lot of Broadway cards. Queen 4. Teach is there with his ace. Not a whole lot for anybody else. Teach will fire. This might get rid of the rest of everybody. Not much there for all the other Broadway draws. Rhino's like, man, that King Queen of Spades was pretty. Sticky J's going to get sticky. Not sure what she's drawing out. She may want to represent something. She tried to make a move. And she knows Teach can be a little bit tight. But I don't think Teach would ever fold an ace here. Good pot, good win, Teach. I was talking to Panty Dropper earlier and talking about when the poker house opened. He said, I can remember that easily. And I said, how's that? And he said, that's the day my grandson was born.
30.
So his grandson is the exact same age as the poker house. Got a kick out of that. RYNO raises it up to 30 with jacks. Well, if you're going to raise it, make a fold. Makes Patty Mac fold his pocket 4s. Teach with a pocket pair, going to fold his 3s. Not much for anybody else.
That's the only way I know.
If you heard RYNO, he said, it's the only way I know how to play him. Bet him big, pick up the $3 in the pot, and move on to the next hand.
I need a rid of mine. Who else is it? Oh, the other guy. Who's the other one now? I can't see him.
Nate.
Oh, Nate.
Called him other guy.
Now we've got the $1,000 guaranteed free roll with bomb pots going on tonight. That starts Monday nights at 6:30. There's a $1,000 guaranteed no limit hold'em free roll on Tuesdays. That starts at 6:30. I think we've got 3 or 4 tables going out there right now, maybe 5 in the tournament. Wednesdays at 6:30, we got a $1,500 guaranteed free roll with bomb pots. Thursday at 6:30, $1,500 guaranteed no limit hold'em free roll. On Fridays at 6:30 and Sundays at 5. There's a $3,000 guaranteed free roll with bomb pots. Friday at 6:30, Sundays at 5. We start those a little earlier on Sunday. So, and then Saturday, of course, the 5,000 guaranteed free roll with bomb pots. And that's a bomb pot at the end of every level. So one bomb pot per level. I think those are 20-minute levels. They're a little bit longer than our afternoon, because sometimes those bomb pots can take a little while to play. So RYNO leads out here with top pair. Baby Huey's got second pair, backdoor straight draw. Sticky J with pair of 3s. Makes the raise. She's going to represent. So we should be back around to RYNO, and he's trying to figure out what in the world. RYNO's got kicker problems if she's got a jack. No way of knowing she's got an underpair to the board, and she's not going to show him. Nice play, Sticky J.
Pop it up, Nate.
The one that was died.
Thank you.
Sorry, bud, but my Jack 4 was no good there.
All right, we're on to hand 61.
I
A
figured.
great number.
By time, I ain't want to hand it forever.
My football number in high school.
She wouldn't pass it away. I'll do it again.
Here you go, dude.
Oh, yeah, damn.
Yeah, it's only $1.
That's good.
That might smile big.
$3 could be 3 times 8. Could be a lot.
This time,
Don't cave like that.
Soon as the live stream's over, I'm going to jump in a cash game out there. If y'all want to come take some of my money, please come on. Baby Huey going to limp with the suited King 4.
It might not even get completed. Who knows?
Patty Mac with an ace jack. when I first started playing seriously back around 2001, somewhere around there, guy that I learned from, super smart guy, West Point graduate, math teacher, just really good guy. The first lesson I ever got from him, he said, every time you get ace jack to a raise pot, just fold it. And I've always remembered that because I used to take notes, and that was the first note I wrote down. Be able to fold ace jack to a raise. Kind of random, but that's been 25-ish years ago, and I still remember it. Teach with the ace king. Nat Buster's gonna bet with top pair. Jack kicker. RYNO with 2 overs. Sticky J. Trying to figure out if she can make a straight somehow. Patty Mac folds his ace jack to a bet. Now Atlas calls with bottom pair. He'd have bottom pair top kicker. Atlas going to check. Nat Buster looks like he fired a little bit. I was going to fire and take that one down. $86 pot on hand number 61.
Can you believe that shit? We'll have 2 pair again.
I do believe it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. We just re-got them, dude. Yeah, that's why I was thinking about not folding there.
Watch Winner shuffle these cards here. Played with her quite a bit. Love playing tournaments with Winner. Here's our luck distribution. Panty Dropper, Bone, Sticky Teach, Baby Huey down there, Nat Buster at 0. And again, the graphic is based on other players and what they've done and what you've done. There's a algorithm in there to figure that.
I had to use both hands.
I think one night I was the luckiest player and ended up stuck in the game, but not sure how that happened.
You want me to ask them if we can do your tournament again and then August?
We're going to have a limp pot all the way around again. Maybe Huey checking with ace king all the way around. I think he had that in the big blind. Little surprise there. Don't know you want to take ace king 6 ways unless it flops ace king. Ace 4 with the gut shot for RYNO. Or with the needs a 5 for the wheel. Atlas fires 25 with top pair. To a $6 pot.
I don't know. I had to look.
RYNO's going to call looking for a 5. Or an ace. But if he hits his ace, he didn't know it's good.
Who's your dog?
He's an ace or a 5 here.
Who's your dog?
Another deuce. Atlas probably going to fire at this again. $46 in the pot. I'd expect him to bet 25 or so. 20.
You don't want me to tell you what you are.
RYNO says 20 into a $66 pot. Maybe I can hit a 5.
The other guy. You the other guy.
Other girl.
Comes a blank. Atlas going to check. RYNO with a little aggression. Maybe 60-ish.
He wants to get rid of your button.
He did want to get rid of it.
He got rid of that button.
Not sure what that bet was. Might have been 60. With his ace 4, but he got Atlas to fold the best hand. Nice play by RYNO.
Oh, you want these?
We've had a couple of really good calls. We've had several, but some really interesting calls and bets. Had some interesting laydowns.
My button problem. Oh, yeah. Come on, guys. You guys are loading up your cards.
Yeah, we've got 4 back up in the green tonight. Patty Mac still up, a little over, doubled up his buy-in. Panty Dropper's up there. Sticky J hanging around. Nobody's been really hyper active, hyper aggressive. Kind of played their hands. We've seen some moves.
I didn't get those cards again.
We've seen some big folds, both correctly and maybe incorrectly.
Hello.
Teach with the red, white, and blue beard. Be a heck of a name for a pirate. Red, white, and blue beard.
Well, he came out of mine.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Limps around.
Should happen. Or
Sticky J with the biggest draw. Second pair and Jack high flush draw. She's going to bet 10. I don't know if anybody can hang around here with her. No. Just that easy. Bet it and win it. Go back to something we were talking about earlier. I want to talk about the dealers here at Poker House. Man, I'm telling you, I have played a lot of places. Still play a lot of places when I'm traveling. But I just don't think you can beat the dealers here. And when I say that, I'm not always talking about speed. I'm not always talking about accuracy as far as, you know, maybe it takes a little bit longer on a chip count for some of them. And that's true anywhere you go. But as a whole, they come into the box, they're friendly, they're helpful, they keep the action going. They'll engage in conversation, some of them more than others, but even the ones that do, for the most part, really keep that action going, which is what you want from a dealer. You want them to keep that game moving, keep everybody in line, and I really, that's one of the reasons I really enjoy playing here are the dealers. I don't think that flop's going to be right. Let's see here. We've got a 9-4-4 flop. So we've got a hard draw. Sticky J with the ace of hearts. And top pair. So I don't think she's ever going to be going anywhere here. Penny dropper bet 10. She makes the call. Atlas going to fold top pair, no kicker. Ace 9. Penny dropper leads out here. I still don't think it's going to go check, check. There's another 4. 4 is full of 9. I don't know that penny dropper want to represent anything here. She shows him. 4 is full of 9. Takes down another small pot.
my boat count?
Janice or Sticky J was asking if her boat counted. Nope, afraid not. You need 10s full or better for it to count for the fortune. Now you can win the pot, but you're not going to get your name on the fortune with it. Phone says, well, I'm going to come in here with Patty Mac's hand. Queen 9. Guys know there's about 30 minutes left in the stream. They're getting a little more active. Opening the range up just a little bit. A little bit of something for everybody, but everybody checks. 5, 6, 7, 6, 9 would be good. We got 2 6 7s out there. So we got 2 third pair opening the straight draw. Got gut shots for the nuts on 2 of them. 2 pair for Sticky J, bet 17. Straight hadn't got there yet. Let's see what happens. Sticky J got counterfeited, but she doesn't know it. Patty Mac's going to check his pair. Is she going to show him the bad news? Drag a $44 pot.
I got you. Yeah, it happens.
Oh, yeah.
We're on to hand 66. 66. Driving back from Montana. I got to actually see the Cadillacs out there in Amarillo. Saw them as a kid. Hadn't been out there in a while. At least not that part. out there on Route 66.
He got
Those cars that are buried in the dirt out there. We had a 20-hour drive. I didn't feel like pulling over and watching. Teach, $6 raise, pocket queens. I don't think it's going to fold anybody out.
yes.
2-3 clubs. I like it.
Yeah.
Teach does not have the queen of clubs. That'd be interesting. Couple of clubs with queen. Like I said, couple of clubs with queen. So see what happens here.
And check.
I don't think Atlas is going to fold. That checked around. Wow. Sorry, guys. He's a little surprised. He's going to bet 10 with his top set. Atlas got a call, right? 10 with the, yeah, with flush draw. This is the, makes queens full and Atlas makes his flush. This might be a little dicey here. He makes the call, he shows him the flush, and Teach shows him the bad news.
You know what?
The way Teach played that, you couldn't put him on queens for sure.
I know.
Got a little value there on the end.
Yeah. I know it. Happens all.
Atlas made his flush.
Well,
All right, here we go.
Nice or good win. Who is this good?
Puts penny dropper in the big blind. That buster under the gun picks up a real hand. Ace, queen of clubs. Probably bring that in for 16, 17 maybe. Does what he's done before. What's he do here? Nope, just a smaller $8 raise. Want to run everybody off. Sticky J's going to call with a 7-9.
But 9, I can. 8.
I know I didn't.
She may have bad intentions here with the 7-9 offsuit. I said earlier, you used to call that the Gene Hamilton. Atlas with pocket queens. He's all in for $18. That buster's never going anywhere. Sticky J might have odds to call here with her 7-9 of spades.
17.
Unless Nat Buster does something here and goes over the top. I want to take this heads up. No, he just calls. Sticky J's going to call 7-9 of spades. Don't blame her there.
Right guys coming up. Well, 2 of the 3 anyway.
Nat Buster going to flop the nuts for the ace king. Flops Broadway. So Atlas is all in. Sticky J's just going to check it down right now. Atlas was all in. Atlas with a redraw with the queen of diamonds. Actually got a redraw to the nuts.
You don't think so?
10 of diamonds, give him a straight flush. Sticky J's going to fold. Atlas,
Oh, yeah, Broadway, nice.
ace for a chop. Diamond for the win.
Oh, no, he had a straight.
Oh, he gets, so Nat Buster gets 4 flushed. Atlas picks up the pot. Nat Buster's just grateful there wasn't more money behind there. Sorry, guys. More money behind would have been a pretty bad beat for him.
He had flush.
Oh, you had the flush. Okay, I was wondering. Okay, I didn't see that. Not as young as I used to be. I don't see it.
Runner diamonds cost him there.
That other guy have? He did, didn't he?
Stop it.
All right, get the cards read. Rhino's going to check out Queen 10 under the gun offsuit. Probably good enough for a limp. Sticky J with the Queen 6 suited. Baby Huey 5-8 of clubs. Ace 9. 7 deuce fold.
You're gonna get large.
Large.
Yeah.
Mel, I'm not going to read that out loud. I know everybody can see it, but it's pretty funny.
Give that to your dogs.
They like shoes better.
Well, Baby Huey makes the straight here. Makes the nut straight, actually. Panty dropper bet 10. Bigger straight draw. Let's see if he gets there. There's no flush draw for him. Nope. That may slow stuff down with the paired board between these two. Don't know for sure. Now, Baby Huey's going to bet 20 or so into a $60 pot. 25. Got panty dropper to fold. There's the 5-8 for him.
Ask RYNO about that one.
Play 5-8. I do it every time.
Now, Sam, you gonna get rid of your knit button?
Yeah.
Yes. Should've told you that, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Pat Mac.
Oh boy. Table serve Janice.
All right, hand 69. Hand 69. Patty Mac folds the poker house nuts. He's going to call with a suited 10. 7 deuce folds. King 7 is good enough.
Janice. BOG.
RYNO picks up a decent hand with ace 10.
Old girl.
4 ways. $8 in the pot.
Why are you calling me an insult? That's an insult.
Well, Nat Buster's got an opening straight draw. RYNO with top pair. Teach with top pair.
Huh?
Not much for panty dropper. RYNO's going to fire with top pair, top kicker.
My dog said it. I got one.
Teach going to call.
Had to look at it.
I know Nat Buster's not going anywhere. Panty dropper's going to fall. He's just going to call. Like to see a raise there. Maybe here on the turn. Depending on what the card is. There's a 4. Doesn't really change anything. I don't know that you can get ace 10 to fold. You might could get jack 10 or 6-10 or something like that to fold. But
22.
RYNO's going to fire 22. It looks like. Yeah. Top pair, top kicker. 22 into a $41 pot. And T says, well, I still got top pair too, but he lets it go. And Nat Buster's got 6 outs. Makes the call.
She's older now. Back when they was
RYNO's hand just improves even more with the
you know what I'm saying?
top 2. Bet, and it's going to be a fold. Nice hand, RYNO. Good betting all the way.
Especially when it comes to kids.
Everybody else.
Raised her on his own. Only one bad cop.
All right, here we go. Hand number 70.
Oh, no. Yeah, at least we're. Wow, good play.
They get it?
Yeah.
Well, I should have eaten before I came.
Yes, ma'am.
Might have to call me out, get me a burger.
She did.
Sit up here and play for a little bit. Give me something to eat. I didn't eat enough. Just felt like telling you guys that. All right, Atlas limps in with queen 10. Bone calls with king 10. Panty dropper with the suited 9-3.
Sacrifice.
And Nat Buster calls with the offsuit 9-3. King deuce deuce. Bone top pair. Sticky J top pair. So bone top pair, better kicker. RYNO going to get a little sticky with the ace-6.
Dang, the manager looks like a kid too. They're probably the pitching coach.
Janet's going to represent here. Her king 7. $30 bet. Rhino's going to fold best hand. Or I'm sorry, Bone, I guess, with King 10. Nice job, Janice. Sticky J. She's done that a couple of times tonight. Really strong move. Great bet. Average tank time. Nobody thinks long here. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a tank time screen without at least more than 15 seconds. There's one 15-second. Rhino thought for 15 seconds somewhere. That's how we've gotten so many hands out tonight. I figured we'd get to the end of the 70s. Still got, I think, 25 minutes. We might get a little more than that tonight. Winner's done a great job. All callable hands here. Bone raises with the ace-jack of spade, or ace-jack of diamonds, best hand. A lot of double suits and double cards here. Everybody's got everybody else's cards. Got one hand we're missing on the screen here. All right. We're going to get pretty interesting here. Bone flopped a nut flush draw. Patty Mac's second pair top kicker. Sticky J with an open and a straight draw. Nat Buster with bottom pair. Bone just bet 21 there. Teach with the gut shot. Sticky J calls with her open in the draw. She need to catch an 8 or a king that wasn't a diamond. Of course, Teach got the 8 of diamonds. Teach knows his gut shot's probably not any good. All righty. There's your Jack 9 winner. That's tough. Now she can still get there with Bone can still get there with diamonds. And he is on a draw. If she makes a big bet here, I don't know that Bone can call that. Because he knows he's drawing. Now he does have 8 outs. Any king, any 9, any diamond. He's going to lay it down. He's going to show him the nut straight.
Hit it. Time to strike out. You just can't get the key hit.
That's it. Can't do it.
No.
You know, sometimes when I'm in here with Bone, he'll work the sound effect machine, but didn't figure I wanted to hear too much applause or air horns tonight. We'll just go through the action here. Talk about what happens. Atlas under the gun, King 7. He's going to fold. Teach. Suited ace 9. I like that hand. Like to bring that in that position with a little bit of a raise. When you take a flop, 6-7 handed, everybody's in for $2 and nobody raises. You can't really put anybody on a hand. You just got to hope your hand holds up. So we've got a couple of ace queens in here. We've got an ace queen. Ace queen's going to have a gut shot to Broadway. Rhino's going to have his flush draw here. Teach with the 8. Don't see any kings or jacks out. A lot of checking. It's hard to know where you stand here. Like to see Rhino fire at this with his flush draw. Sticky J will fire for sure with her ace queen. Gut shot Broadway draw. That's 12. Excuse me, 17. Don't know that Rhino will fold his flush draw here. Let's have pot size bet. He may call here. He does. Doesn't know if he hits a 7 or deuce. It's good too. King. This will probably go check, check, unless Rhino decides to make a move at this. He'll show him she's good. He knows it. Lays it down. She's surprised her ace queen's good there. Or maybe not. She put him on a hand. Haven't had too many all-ins tonight. Of course, I'm not playing, so. Sticky J moves to the chip lead.
I know you're snapping.
I have to apologize.
Made a little bit of profit tonight, along with Patty Mac, Panty Dropper, RYNO, Bone, Teach. We got 3 players. A little bit in the negative. Everybody else is up. All right, Teach going to fold his 9-6 offsuit. I think that's twice tonight. We've had 9-6 twice, but Teach folded his. A lot of speculative hands here. Bone going to take the lead. Panty Dropper going to call the second pair. Not going to slow Bone down. Maybe worried a little bit about kicker, but he can't worry too much. Panty Dropper says, nope, take it down, Bone. He knows he's, when Bone's betting, he's usually got something there. Probably a little bit more than a 9.
Patty Mac.
The other guy doesn't?
If you got, I know most of you probably have. If you haven't, go to Facebook. Check out the Poker House Fort Worth Facebook page. Stay updated on our tournaments, what's going on. We're starting to, or I say we, I have nothing to do with it. Lorenzo is starting to put up some clips from certain hands and certain with some effects and graphics. It looks really, really good. I'm going to jump in here and chastise baby Huey for not raising with 3-5 of hearts. Said earlier, it's one of my favorite hands.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Makes no sense. All right. There's not anybody holding it. Oh, Teach. Yep. Teach flops the diamond flush. Probably might get Panty Dropper to make the call with his king high redraw. Panty Dropper's got a straight draw and king high flush draw. Ace of diamonds I don't believe is out there.
Uh-oh, Patty Mac.
Teach gets it cheap enough. Panty Dropper, top pair, king high, flush draw. Might slow Teach down here. Nope, he's still going to bet it like he's got it. Panty Dropper's just going to call. Everybody else got to get out of the way now. Four to flush out there. I don't think that'll slow anybody down. Yep, he's just going to call board parity. He could have the ace. He's going to show him the king high.
Oh, damn it.
Teach moaning his luck there. Flop a flush and didn't win it.
I think you got out cheaper.
Bet sizing has a lot to do with that.
Take one.
That would have happened, probably.
You wanna start another one?
All right, hand 75.
What time we get up, 10?
You wanna do it for 100?
No.
I would say no to that, too.
$60.
They're laughing, having a really good time out there. I don't know if you guys can hear any of the noise in the background there. The poker room's busy tonight, tournament going on, a couple of cash games going on. That Buster picks up a real hand. Looks like he made it 15. Somebody's going to have to pick up a hand to call him. Atlas does. Pocket tens. Makes the call. 2 ways to a flop. Two over pairs. A lot of money might go in this pot here. They both have over pairs. Yep. Atlas shoves. Nat Buster's going to snap him off. Not much Atlas can do there. Overpair and overpair to the board. Clean run out for Nat Buster. So
On the river, 7-5. 2 pair.
See you, Jeremy.
All right, Atlas.
Have a good port.
all right. We got about 15 minutes left. I'm going to take a 2-minute break.
A good second.
And then we'll come back and close this thing out.
Ain't lose you.
Like tomorrow?
Like Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
Can't stay still.
He's the
Not
Rhino.
this time of year, bud.
He's the Rhino.
I may not be back for 10 days. I'm not real sure.
It is the best.
I call.
Never. Never.
11?
No, never. Is it 11? Really? I thought they stayed open 24/7.
Not this one.
Which one's that?
He said this one here stays open till 11. Oh, the same place? No, Walmart.
Oh, yeah, Walmart, yeah.
And the Kroger down the street has, that they're gonna start closing. Except
That's Queen Jack. And that's Queen Jack.
All right. Looks like Patty Mac's 2 pairs going to be good. Scary board. Any jack, spades.
It's getting worse and worse and worse.
that was good raise, but I was calling it that.
Just walked out for just a minute, and still 2 tournament tables left. Guys are out there fighting it out.
No. That was the try and run.
Drawing to left, they already got it.
And 77, I think we're going to do a bomb pot on the very last hand. Those bomb pots are a pot limit game. A lot of times with smaller buy-ins, you can get a lot of stuff in trouble pretty quick. So see how that goes. Well, all right. Looks like the stream's over, so we're going to welcome Patty Mac into the booth.
Thank you, DJ.
Yeah, man, been a good night, been an interesting night. Seen some stuff I didn't expect, but
Thanks a lot for filling in tonight, too, man.
absolutely,
Greatly
absolutely.
appreciate it, and I know the stream appreciates it too, buddy.
Absolutely. We've had some nice comments. We had some activity on the screen. We gave away a hat.
Oh, nice.
Did something a little different. We had them pick what was the winning hand on hand number 55, and top pair won it. You know, some people bet 2 pair. But
Did I win? No.
no, I don't think it was hand 55. It was the pocket 9s. There was pocket 9s, pocket 5s.
Oh, that was James?
And actually,
Debut?
if you go back up and you look, Kyle Kelso said, I said hand 55 would have been top pair. but and there was actually pocket 5s on that hand.
Oh, nice.
But pocket 9s won it.
Okay.
So we got Teach here with queens. Board pair 7s. Baby Huey just took a lead.
Yeah, he did.
That's kind of gross. Are you going to check it?
Yeah, he did.
You know, Teach checked back, didn't he?
He did.
That's unusual.
James ain't checking here, though.
Nope. He's going to fire. Teach has got to look him up.
We played the Nick game tonight, too. I don't know if they were watching.
we talked about that. I couldn't tell if y'all were doing the one where it was actually the Nick game or if when somebody won because it was being passed around. And but we talked about that.
Yeah.
Baby Huey's going to show him the trip 7s. We had, I don't know if you know this or not. We're going to go ahead and talk about it because you'll see it on screen. One of the early hands, you were under the gun and raised with Queen 9. You made it $16.
Yeah.
And it got to Bone, and Bone looked down at Ace King, and I don't think he could have thrown that hand away any faster. I was really, really surprised.
He is very, very tight. I want to know what he had the hand before when I hit the queen on the flop. I don't know if he had pocket kings or not because he is so tight.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I believe I'm correct here. There were, the board was queen, deuce, deuce. Teach had queen 8. Somebody else had a big queen.
I think I had queen, jack of diamonds. Or something.
I think it might have been you. And Bone, if the reader was correct, had deuce 5 of spades. And it kind of limped around. There was some betting, and then Teach made an aggressive bet with his queen, and Bone, it showed him throwing away a deuce. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and make sure I'm correct. We've seen a lot of hands tonight, so I might be wrong, but there were a couple of those tonight. A couple of those folds that I was really surprised at.
Because he early on, I had queen 9 of diamonds, I think, and he raised. And I know when he raises that he's gonna have a pretty strong hand. I mean, you've played with him enough, you know that.
Yeah.
And then I hit my queen on the flop, and then I still don't know if I'm good, you know?
Oh, that's the hand you folded, right?
Yeah, he kept betting.
He was good.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I remember him being good.
Yeah.
Don't remember what it was, but I remember you laying it down. You thought about it, and you laid it down.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is a disciplined lay down. And I think he did have kings. I think he did. Or he might have had ace. He had an overpair.
Okay.
But I remember you laying down. You thought about it for a while. And I said, I'd be surprised to see Patty Mac lay this down here, except it was Bone.
Yeah.
And listen, he doesn't always do that. Look at here. We got RYNO against Bone with 2 premiums. Oh, now.
That's a misread, I think, on the board.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Might get that straight because I was going to say RYNO's just going to go broke here.
Yeah, I think it's a misread. Yeah, because that's the second hand. I came right back. See, it's a misread. It's ace 2-8. Not
ace 2-8. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. So the queens weren't there. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So Bone knows he's in trouble already.
Yeah. They're getting the graphic straight now. That's a tough job, especially when those readers mess up a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Bone knows he's beat. He's going to lay those queens down.
Yeah.
He just got to.
He's just a good, solid player.
He absolutely is. And I want to make a point when I'm talking about that tonight, him being tight and him laying down that ace king. Listen, he's on the winning side of this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what matters. And I'm certainly in no way dissing his play. I really appreciate it. And I tell you what, when it comes to tournaments, love watching him play tournaments, love playing with him.
He's on a roll in the tournaments again right now. So.
Absolutely.
He hates playing. He's the one that developed this 1-2 simple game, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
He pitched it to them, and he didn't want to be the lead guy, so they put me up there. Is the only reason I'm doing it. But he hates playing on the live stream because he hates people critiquing his play, man.
Well,
like, dude.
Hey, listen, I mean,
they could critique our play all day long, you know?
I would love to have the critiques that he gets because the critiques that I get are, what in the heck is he thinking?
Yeah.
You know, Bone is making solid decisions.
Oh, absolutely.
So
he's a good, tight player, man.
Absolutely.
But, you know, we talk about this all the time where if you bet, we're like, does he really have it this time or does he not have it? When Bone bets, you're always thinking, I know he has it, but do I call anyway? You know, what the heck?
Because you're hoping the 1 out of 20 times that he makes a move that you catch him, but it's just not worth it.
He did raise once tonight with 6'4",
Yeah.
and RYNO caught him, and he's like,
Yeah.
oh, man.
Got several people in this hand here. Let's see what we've got. Anybody got a 6-9? Baby Huey's got an overpair to the board. RYNO with top pair.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Sticky J's other card is, but she's folding it.
Thank you. Hey, will you bring it in here? So I don't. Thank you. Yeah, Janice played really good tonight too. You know,
She made a couple of moves. She made a couple of moves and got the best hand to lay down a couple of times. But yeah, she played very, very, very solid. Always does though. Really, always does.
Yeah.
Baby Huey's still here with the 9s.
Thank you, sir.
Now that the board paired,
Here's your hand, baby Huey.
he's got to know his 9s are good here, right? And
I think.
I don't think RYNO can. Now I haven't seen this, but RYNO's got the top pair of jack kicker. I don't think he can lay it down.
I don't think he does. I can't remember the hand. Oh, he does lay it down?
No, he does not.
Yeah, RYNO's been in some positions tonight where he's had to think about it, and some there wasn't much to think about, but some there were, and he made the right decision a couple of times. So he's going to make the call. We're going to have about an $80 pot somewhere around there.
I think this game is kind of like how your game started, where you had buddies that you played with and you brought them up here and stuff like that. That's kind of what our game is too, you know.
Well,
We're not afraid to lose a couple of $100 and have some fun with some
no,
and stuff.
that's what I said tonight. I said this game nobody really gets hurt unless it's their feelings.
Yeah.
So
I've lost like 600 to 800. I mean, it's not fun, but all right, bro.
See you later.
Good to see you, baby.
Baby Huey's leaving. He's exiting the building.
They're taking off, man.
All right. Is this the last hand? No?
Nah, I think there's a couple more.
All right, we're going to go to
'Cause-
hand 80. So we thought there'd be 75, 78 hands. We're going to get 81, 82, and the last one's going to be a bomb pot.
Yeah. Oh, Vos right there sits
Yeah.
down for 2 or 3 hands, man.
Yeah,
Tina's like, there's only 5 minutes left. He's, I'll double up in 5 minutes.
yeah, we're both on the list for the cash game, so I know he's wanting to play. And here he comes in. First hand, picks up ace jack of hearts, raises it up against your pocket 10s.
Yeah, I raised just to see where I was at.
He just smooth called there. That surprises me. I've played with him quite a bit.
Yeah. He made the statement he was going to double up, so that kind of,
Yeah,
made me shove it to see if he'd really call, and he did. Not shove it, but stick 10 in there. He said that hit him, and I said, really, it hit me too. So I throw in 20, and he folds.
yeah.
Sorry to give it away, guys.
No, that's great. That's great. Good hand. Raise.
I just
take
seen
it.
where I was at.
Raise bet, take it. Absolutely. You know, that's the one thing tonight. I was talking to myself a lot, but there were a lot of 7, 8-way pots, and surprisingly enough, if you go back and watch, there's a lot of ace kings, ace queens in those limp pots.
Yeah.
And it's just really hard to play those hands six-handed. 6-9 staying in there, 7-3. You just don't know where you're at.
I made a comment early on in the game. I think I had ace king like 7 times.
Yep.
And Janet goes, I wish I would have had ace king 7 times. I was like, I only won with it once. And I did raise every single time with it.
Yep. But if you watch those hands with a lot of those ace kings, there was ace king, ace queen, ace jack suited, ace 10, pocket 9. I mean, everybody had a in this game a big hand. And then I saw the one we had obviously ace king against ace king. I think you had ace king hearts in that one.
Yeah, I was hoping to hit that. And then I had jacks early on, and Nate
and they held
me with ace king.
Yep.
So ace king wasn't my friend tonight, really.
All right.
We're getting near the end here.
Yep. Queen 10, Patty Mac got second pair. Sticky's got, not a whole lot for anybody else, right? Bo, no.
I didn't bet big enough on this stuff. I bet $2 to see where I was at.
Yeah, it's hard to tell where you're at. Everybody's going to call with anything. And I think that's, Sticky J, I think that's was one of the things she did tonight. Even people were betting small to see where they were at, and I think she took advantage of that a couple of times. If you go back and watched, she might have known she wasn't best, but she made a $35 bet into a $20 pot and a $3 bet or $4 bet, and just took it down. I do think she took advantage of that tonight. I enjoyed watching her do that a couple of times.
I'll just spread
Yeah.
them out for her. That's all. Just spread them out.
Think you're in Vegas?
RYNO with a gut shot needs an 8. Not sure what Panty Dropper's other card is. Just making the call though.
I know what it is.
Maybe King Jack. I'm just guessing. Looking at the board and the way you said that, it might be King Jack, right?
Very good guess. Yep. I let him get there.
He limped along and got there. Yeah.
Actually, Bo was ahead of me the whole time, but I'm shocked he didn't raise with his queen early either. I'm thrilled about his kicker.
I was just getting them ready for you. So you had to reach too far. You know?
Really.
I almost called.
He showed. I guess he showed.
Yeah, he
King Jack. He showed his King Jack. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Darren's a good player too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He was really aggressive early with some hands. Kind of slowed down. Kind of went card dead for a little bit.
Yeah. He early on he was raising every hand.
Yep.
I just looked over and said, "Man, I'm tired of this," and I called and I actually hit 2 pair and then turned the boat.
And you know, he is a great player, and some of those raises were warranted, and some of them, you know, it was positioned. All right, this is the last hand of the night. Hand number 82 is going to be a bomb pot. It's going to be a double board bomb pot.
Yep. Thanks again, DJ, for coming in
Absolutely.
tonight, man. It's greatly appreciated.
Absolutely. I drove in from Montana yesterday.
Oh wow, thanks.
Yeah,
how did that go?
Oh, it went great. I was gone for 2 weeks, Vegas, and then Montana, and get back today to, you know, after being off for 2 weeks. So obviously I was covered up, and but I wanted to come up here and do this. So
Thank you, man. James was
Absolutely.
gonna do his debut tonight, but I think he's watching his mom or something too. So
Okay.
and family's always more important than this.
I want to make sure and see if I can get on the list for next week.
Yeah, you rode your cycle, right?
No.
No?
Oh, I did in Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah. We rode Beartooth Pass. We had some beautiful rides.
Wow.
Really, really great time.
Run into any bad weather at all?
Not a bit. When we rode Beartooth Pass, it was about 78 when we left Red Lodge, and it was about 36 at the top,
Nice.
about 11,000 feet. Just gorgeous.
You and some friends?
Yep. Well, RDW that's played up here.
Okay, yeah.
And a couple other friends, and we had a really, really good time.
Very nice.
All right. So I know somebody's got Natbuster's got a set of 5s. Anybody got diamonds? Vo's got diamonds. RYNO's got bigger diamonds.
Did RYNO have a flush here?
Yeah, RYNO's got a flush, and he's got a redraw and a pair. So 7-9 would get there on the straight, but so Baby Huey's got the nuts on the bottom board, 7-9, and RYNO should have the top board with a 10 high flush right now. Although Vo has the flush, he doesn't know if it's good or not. Generally, the double ball board pots, you know, small flushes aren't great.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't be thrilled with the 10 high flush right now, but
No, but I like Baby Huey's bet here. Or actually, he just called, didn't he? I'd like to see him raise with the nuts right there, just to get rid of some of those weaker hands that are drawing. And he's still going to have the nuts on the bottom board, so it looks like it should be a chopped up. Yeah, RYNO will take the top board. Baby Huey will take the bottom with flush and a straight.
I got the straight on the bottom.
yeah, he did call us straight on the bottom.
Yep,
Flush on top.
yep,
Nate had trip 5s on the bottom. Okay.
yep.
I got
Needed the board to pair there for him.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. We appreciate everybody tuning in and watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
So, Patty Mac, appreciate you. And,
No, I
and
appreciate
all
you,
do
buddy.
up here. We had a good night and some great action.
I think we're gonna try to do Rhino's tournament again in August. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, look at here. Vo played 2 hands and he gets in the tight aggressive box. So,
How in the world he played every hand
yeah.
that he was in?
Yeah. So,
I don't know some of those.
we'll go through here, see the chip counts, see what's going on here. Unstoppable was RYNO, won the most hands. You know, a lot of times, let's see here, Maniac played the most hands, vote well.
Yeah, look at that.
Played 100%, played both hands. We need to work on that graphic a little bit.
Yeah.
But Teach,
God, the largest pot tonight was 337.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Not some big ones out there.
Yep. And there was 389, but it was chopped up because you guys split. Y'all played. That was ran it twice.
Okay.
Ran that one twice, so 337.
A couple of decent ones.
Yeah, there were a couple decent pots. Luck distribution. Of course, we were talking about earlier at the algorithm. You know, it's not based on everything. It's based on each other and how they played. And,
Okay. See, I don't
and
understand
all of
that
that. Yeah. So if you're tied aggressive, it's only in relationship to what everybody else at the table is doing.
Okay.
You know, if somebody's playing 90% of the hands and you're playing 60, you're going to be considered tied aggressive, but you're really not. You know. There's our stack sizes.
Yeah.
At the end of the night.
Panty droppers. I don't know if he rebought once though or not.
I don't think he did. I could
Okay.
be wrong. Maybe he did. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't. Oh, I know he had it on.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
remember him
you're
adding
right.
on
He
for
did. He
100
did.
at
So
least.
you're the big winner, not by $1 over
yeah.
Sticky J,
Hey, I'll take it.
Baby Huey.
Been a long time since I've been a winner on the stream.
That
buddy.
was great. Look at there. There's your earnings and there's your chart right there.
Yeah. Sticky J was right there too. I'm still reeling from making the 2 final tables in the big
Yep.
game, and
Not getting there.
nah,
Yeah, that's disappointing. I know.
so close, man.
But
Twice.
That's the great thing about Poker House Fort Worth, and that's what we talked about. A lot of the promotions, some of the stuff we're doing. I'm already looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do something next year. So we've had 2 years of WSOP promotions and big tournaments and tournament series, and they've been a lot of fun.
Yeah, talked to Not Eddie tonight. He's heading out. I think he said Friday.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to wish him the best of luck. He's going to take a seat in the main event and see what he can do.
Wow, what a dream.
I got to do that in 04, and so I sat with him the other night, kind of told him a little bit about my experience, and
Awesome.
so I'm looking forward to it.
That's the other cool thing, DJ, is a lot of, like, I know I gave some advice to, we call him Acer, Mike, in the
Yep.
morning, and
Yep.
his game changed, but I'm not a great player, but I just noticed something he was doing and said, hey, if you try to do this,
Absolutely.
I think it's going to change your game, and a lot of guys out here are willing to give a little bit like that, so it's always greatly appreciated.
Well, we talked a little bit during the live stream about the tournaments. This is the noon tournament every day at 12 o'clock, $500. As long as everybody's not watching. I took one down here not too long ago.
Oh, nice. This morning?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say
Okay.
that. I didn't say that. My wife might be listening.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. So Sundays and Fridays. Sunday at 5 o'clock, Friday at 6:30. We have our 3,000 guaranteed pot free roll with
Yeah.
bomb pot. $0 buy-in. You can get into it. You can get an extra 10K for $10, an extra 35 for 35K, and there are end of buy-in add-ons.
And those Sundays have been getting in the $6,000.
Sundays are a lot of
Crazy.
fun. A lot of fun. Tuesdays are guaranteed no limit hold'em free roll, no bomb pots, no straddles, no nothing. Straight no limit hold'em tournament. A lot of fun.
Yep. If you just like simple, no limit hold'em, this
Yep.
is your game. Tuesday night, 6:30.
Yep. Tournament structures are really good. I love the evening tournament structures. We have a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
Wednesday nights, we've got our $1,500 guaranteed free roll with bomb pots. Kind of same price structure. You can get in for $0, and we've had several people come in for $0 and walk out with $800, $900 at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Especially some of those bigger ones.
Always add on at the break too.
Yep.
Some of the weekend games have gone up to 75 for 75 and 100 for 125 for 100.
For
So,
100. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Just to try to help make that pot bigger.
Yeah.
Thursday night again, just a regular free roll tournament. Just plain simple Texas Hold'em if you want to play. A little more money, guaranteed 1,500. So
So I think that'll probably take us
this
through.
is the big daddy right here.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
Saturday probably. Yeah.
Yep, that's our $5,000 guaranteed free roll. That tournament is with bomb pots. Those are at the end of each level. You don't have to play the bomb pot, but you do have to pay your blind for it.
Yeah. A lot of people are loving this tournament too because you can get home by 10 or so.
Well, that's the thing. The tournament's
get up
gotten
and
so
go to
big,
church.
we've had to start it earlier. So 3 o'clock on Saturdays. Remember that, and come out and get in that thing with us.
Yes, sir. And then the Fortune Jackpot.
Still have that going on. That's our progressive jackpot. If you play cash between the hours of 12 and 4, 4 and 8, 8 and 12, and then 12 and 4 a.m. If you hit a flop set, Broadway, ace high flush with ace in your hand, or full house with 10s or better,
Yep.
you're going to win that. If you get 2 of the 3 or 3 of the 4, you're going to get some tickets for a drawing on Saturday. So
We might have had somebody hit that tonight.
Yeah, noon to 4. There's a $2,000.
Oh,
Yeah, noon to
that's
4.
right.
There's a 2,000. I was up here this afternoon. The table was full at 12 o'clock because there was a $2,000 added onto that. So they were playing for $4,000.
Yes, sir.
So come get in that 1-3 game for 300 and walk out with 4,000. We'd like you to do that.
If you don't know why, it's because they're trying to promote the cash game getting started earlier.
100%.
Come on out early now.
All right, guys. We will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.
Yep. We'll see you down the road. Thank y'all. And remember to follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch,
YouTube.
and Poker Atlas. We made our way through it, DJ.
We got it.
I want to thank DJ again, man. Thank you so much. Thanks to Lorenzo and all the guys. So we'll see you next Monday, I guess.
All right, guys. Bye.
Take care.